Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday. So glad you're with us. This is Must See Monday. So you know we've got 3 hours of incredible jewelry you truly cannot miss. This is where, I'll tell you, it's an exciting night. We've got a really good lineup. We've actually got, this is one of the bigger diamond rings we've ever had by dimension, by look. But there is going to be an incredible value. This is, of course, it's something that's been sold out. This is our big designer borrowed piece, I will say, because this is actually out in major designer retail. And instead of paying $90,000 for it, you get to pay a lot less. And of course, that is where I think you're going to say, that's one of the bigger diamond rings I've ever seen. We've got that for you. It is one of those combinations of baguettes and rounds together. I know how much we've seen them sell out quickly in the past. We're going to bring in a new one, and it is fabulous in one night only tonight. But we also have a blue wing block D that's a highlight because it is a round. This is also one of the paired up combinations that we see the most requests for as far as stone shape, size, and mounting all together. So we're really excited about this one because we're actually going to bring you a round blue wing block D. It's over 3 carats and it's in this incredible mounting that I know we're all loving these days. We just don't see it that much because it's really difficult to make. So we're going to have that for you as well. And then there's also going to be, we have a really incredible selection of brand new. And do you guys remember, I'll tell you, you get a medal for veteran status. If you remember when I designed the shooting star earrings, do you remember them? They had the diamond star, and then of course they had the chain that wrapped around and really innovatively brought you that backing that was all attached. So it's a really cool look, like you have more than one earring and what. Anyway, we have a designer piece that actually imitated that. And so we're going to bring it to you tonight where it's actually going to be rubies and diamonds in that design. If you're going, I have no idea what she's talking about because it was a long time ago that they sold out. We're going to bring them to you early on in this show. And it really is rubies and diamonds, but wait till you see the way this chain wraps around, but it's all easy. It's no different to put on. It's no more complicated than your standard butterfly backing. So we'll have those. They're a great idea. We've got very few. That's why I'm telling you up front about those. Plus gents rings are here. We have Paraíba, huge black diamond gents ring, and maybe my favorite is the horseshoe design. I know we get a lot of folks always asking for these equestrian themed designs. Well, we have one, and it is a mix of, wait till you see the watch link design with the satin finishing with the diamond horseshoe. It's amazing. So if we've got any of the horseshoe lovers out there, you like it for the luck symbolism or you want it because you're an equestrian, we've got that for you as well. So lots to get to. That's only just a bit of the highlights that we have, but there's also a certified stone that you're going to want to see. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. It's so good. Chameleon diamond is here. Big tanzanite drop earrings are here. 1 strand left of the most incredible buy we have in Tahitian pearls in a necklace. Got that for you as well. And also, you know what else is here? This is exciting. It's our largest tennis bracelet we have. And that means it is, I meant to put this on earlier because who doesn't want to wear 9 carats in diamonds on the daily? Now that's a mega bracelet if you've ever seen one. So we have that coming up as well. That is one that when we had the 9 carat 30 version, it sold out. So we made the next best thing, which is just shy of that, $892 in diamonds. This is the largest we have. And of course, there's an incredible value. And those are all big VS diamonds, round brilliance all the way throughout. So I know we had quite the diamond weekend with our diamond bands that we brought you. Well, tonight we bring you the upgrade. We bring you the fabulous bracelet. So that's all happening on the way. Your requests, whatever they might be, we're happy to work those into the show as well on this big Monday night. Again, we are live, so that is why we have that phone number for you to reach us that way. So never hesitate. Plus, there is the most stunning Congolese stone yet. I know. We keep getting, it seems like better and better and better every day on the Congolese stones, right? Well, I have a round today. It's a round. It's dazzling. It looks like Paraíba and diamond came together and created this hybrid. So we have that one as well. Wait till you see it. You're going to absolutely fall in love. So all that and more, get ready to dial in because you know the drill. We have a lot of one of a kind, so we want to make sure you're ready to go before you even necessarily see the price tag. We're going to start with Ruby actually because we are now in, gosh, we're in the final days here of June. So getting ready to show you, getting you ready for the July birthstone. It's 112-4327, and is that not a looker of a ruby here with some of the greatest clarity? You know, if this was something that came out of our own collection, it would be one of those museum collectible stones, right? Oh goodness, and it's not because that's why it's got a little bit of the inventory tag in the behind it in the band. So it's platinum first of all. So you're getting the upgrade starting off with the metal. Then you get a 79 point, which in no way does it look 79 points. I would have guessed 1.5 carats, so keep that in mind. But that's because it's a more shallow cut. So what you're going to see is you get a little bit more of the face to the stone, which is really nice, and that's what we want because otherwise it gets way more costly to get get bigger rubies. So 79 point under a carat, but also 39 points in the diamonds, and check them out because they got the rounds and 2 pear shapes that are really good size there on either side. Now it's a little bitty size right now. It's about a 4.5. So I'm going to put it on as a pinky ring, but remember, we are still going to size it for you. And of course, it wouldn't be must-see Monday markdowns. That's the key word. We know it's Monday and we know it's must-see. That's kind of the rule of thumb around here. I think every show is must-see. But here's the thing about the markdown part of it. It's going to be happening all night, but you got one of a kind. So this is where I'm always going to start with something that is really, really, really one of the highlights in value. So this is it. You know it's going to be well priced. Come on in. It's been $29.99. Let me just try it on for you for a little size perspective here. And then notice the glow that it gives even from a distance when you see it. There's still transparency that's showing up from a distance away. So that is a very important stone. It has much bigger look. I mean, even though it's on the pinky, right? It's got that bigger face to it. You can see right there. In perspective on the hand, you really notice that that stone is facing up a lot larger than 79 points, and it's not even $19.99, or how about this? It's not even $1,500. And when you feel this ring, even though it's a bit smaller size now, it's still got a weight to it, and that has everything to do with the width of the band, the depth of the band, the fact it is platinum, as opposed to just, you know, the gold and just gold. I say just gold as if gold's not important at $2,300 an ounce. Well, platinum is even more so. So here we go. Instead of $1,500 or even $9.99, can you believe it? We're going to go lower than that. And all you have to do is be first on the phone lines, because here's what you showed up tonight for. Big values, best in jewelry, all of that. And here it is with one spectacular opportunity. It's not even, oh no, we're not even doing $9.99. This is incredible. And it's actually going to be $949 instead. So we'll save you that instant coupon discount, get you the best value possible on that one. And then we'll see who's got it after 30 seconds. I don't think that one's going to even last that long. If you ask me, we know value around here, right? You all do. You're the savviest shoppers for jewelry out there. So you know what to do when you want a ruby in your collection and you're not willing to give up anything. You don't want to give up origin. You don't want to give up size. You don't even want to give up clarity, which is always the real cherry on top of your ruby equation. Is always trying to get the beautiful, bright, transparent hues like you're seeing here, and that's exactly what you got. So $9.49 gets that to you. We have a trapiche that's really affordable. I do have, you know what's funny? It's like I manifested these, because the other day I had this beautiful little evil eye charm in a necklace. And I was suggesting you get 2 of them because I was noticing that with the pendant style the way it was, you could add them as charms to hoop earrings. Well, lo and behold, today there's a pair of hoop earrings with evil eye charms on them already attached. So I don't know how that happened, but here they are, and we're going to show them to you next, because that's going to be a lot of fun. So even if you were thinking, yeah, that is a pretty good idea, but I don't know if I want to buy 2 necklaces and 2 pendants, well, we're going to bring you what is the earring ready to go in this design that I think you're really going to enjoy. So we'll do those next, and it's going to actually be one of those front-facing hoops, like a lever back style. So we're going to see that on the way here, and I think you're going to like them. But heads up, there's only one pair, as is the case with most of my jewelry tonight. So take a look at this. That is pretty normal here, and we're not the typical place where you're going to find tens of thousands of quantity to go around. But here we are looking at something where this one's got a little, hold on, I got to get that one dancing the right way here. It looks like it's actually caught. There we go. Perfect. Now it's ready to go. So just for a minute, I was like, they're not the same length, but they are. So here we go with, you can see it's a front facing hoop. So remember, that's really that special look where you're going to see, we're seeing a lot of modern styles being made this way. It's $31.66 for the item number. There's only one pair and it's in yellow gold. So that's what it looks like from a distance. So you're getting an idea where already lever back style to start in the yellow gold only. There's 11 points in the blue sapphires, figure 5.5 points each on the rounds. Then you get the 17 points in the white diamonds that are actually going to be around the edge of that marquise shape, which is creating that evil eye design, which of course is warding off negativity as you wear them. At least that is how the legend goes. I can't make any claims on that, as they always say. We can't make medical claims. Well, I can't make metaphysical claims either, but I will tell you that it has been worn for centuries and centuries and known of to be that kind of talisman. So something to think about there, great gifting idea. And of course, what you can do is also, well, you're going to get a huge value. And I love that. I was just wanted to note, they're not removable charms, so they will stay on this earring. But I want to give you the length here, and don't forget, it's 11 points in the sapphires. They're bright blues. This isn't intended to be the big oversized carat weight. It's supposed to be a nice size earring that shows that length there. So about figure a little more than 1.5 inches from top to bottom. And then we'll try to show you one. Obviously, these are not really intended to sit on their own up close on the wheel, but I'm going to do my best here to just kind of move the ruby aside and show you what they do look like, and then I'll borrow one for you so you can see. This is just how one looks, and let me go ahead and borrow one of them here and then hold the other one here so you can at least see the stones and at least see the quality of, and that's really important because I never want you to think you're not getting great quality even though it's an earring, because you know there are designers that do that and they go a little bit lower on their quality standard because they figure, well, it's an earring, who's going to get all that close? And I have to leave it there for a second because I do need another hand to get this lever back open and on the ear because I really want you to see it that way. But here's what we're going to do on one pair only, and again, that's it. They're not even $9.99, so this is going to be, I think, a very, very nice idea for somebody who wants, if you're looking for a great gifting opportunity for somebody who wants something different. If you know a hoop lover who collects hoops and always is looking for that new up-to-date styling, well, this is definitely it. Take a look at that on, just to give you a little sense of the size perspective and just see how they're going to move and how they're going to dance and how that open circular style faces forward. Of course, that's the big deal there, and we're going to make it really easy. So as we go back up close, I'll kind of drop it in so I can show you. This is that gorgeous stone that you have there. There you can see the bright, stunning royal blue of that diamond cut sapphire with the diamonds around it. Of course, you get the pair. They're not even $9.99, $8.88, $7.77. We're here to mark everything down. And I just think these are so fresh and fabulous. And no, we've never had a hoop quite like it before. And yet we're not even going to ask $7.77. They're only $699. And again, that's just one of them. You obviously get two. We're not in the mood to sell the single earrings like a lot of the big designers are doing these days. But that is one that it's just a beautiful way to get a little open work and movement to it. Again, here it is from a distance away on the hand, so you see that size perspective at a little over 1.5 inches, and then of course the blue sapphire and the diamonds. So let me know if you like them. $6.99. Then our ruby is still here in platinum. We've got a trapeche, only one of the rarest stones I can ever show you in the world, and we've got one that's affordable. And then do you want to see the Congolese? Because we have to do that early. Otherwise, I'm going to have probably 20-30 people disappointed that they were not in on this one in time. What can I say? I do think that now we are looking at the prettiest Congolese stone. There's just something about a round, and when you get a round that's giving the blues and the greens where a little bit more dominant on the blues there, that's what you get. So this is one outstanding stone, and I know a lot of you have been putting them on the wish list, and maybe they've creeped a little higher onto that wish list as you see more and more of them and you realize I gotta have one. And they're all one-of-a-kind stones. There's no such thing as two that are going to be identical or alike. But look at this mounting, first of all, because this is that triple split shank that leads all the way up to this 324. One more thing about this one, it's 4590 is the add number, and it's all 18 karat gold. So we even, we felt strongly enough about the stone that we decided to even upgrade from the 14K to the 18K to give you a little bit more high-end category of your metal. Then you're going to have this stone, which is a 324, so it's a very large round. And of course, we can't forget the diamond weight, which is a carat 68. Wowza. One thing I can tell you is right now, this is going to be probably the most shocking value of the night. And here we are 12 minutes in, and probably, this is, let's face it, another really an hour or two before a lot of our viewership floods into the airwaves here. So I would really recommend, if I were you, dialing in early. You never want to miss out on account of just being a little bit late. That is where you don't want to go wrong, because I do only have the one, and it's the only round we've seen. We've seen all these Congolese and beautiful emerald cuts and cushion cuts, and every now and then we see the rectangular cushions and the ovals, but never the round like you're seeing here, and it's just spectacular. But with a carat 68 in diamonds, who would ever imagine you could get this ring for under $10,000? But it is, and I just want to make sure, come on in early. Do not wait. Please trust in my values here. Please trust that when I'm excited about a value, enough so to put it up 13 minutes into the show, there is something really special happening with it. And that's not just according to me. That's going to be according to all of us that know values and know and expect where this should be, based on what we've seen other 3 carats go for that were not this shape, that were not this color display. There you can see a little texture to the band first before the diamonds break off and split into 3 rows. They're all bigger stones, then your halo, then the gorgeous clarity, and then here's what it looks like on the hand. And let me tell you, this stone just glows. We talk about Paraibas, the copper-bearing stones that are tourmaline, as the ultimate neon, but this is giving and delivering the neon as well. It is so fantastic. It's not even going to be, though, $99.99, and we have nobody on the phone lines yet, so you're still eligible to really come right in, storming in, and just get this before anybody else does, because when I tell you it's a value, I am not just saying, hey, $59.99 like all the rest and get you an upgrade. We're talking about one of these serious values. There's a little bit of, because of the round nature of it, there's a lot of extra facet patterns. So it's not just even blues and greens. You get a little bit of this golden hue as well. Do you see it? It's subtle. It's not really taking over the blues and greens that we want to see, but it's got a little extra to it. It's overall just very bright. And that's what these stones are known to excel in. It's probably why we've all fallen in love with them so. And it's not going to be $59.99, which is actually the rock bottom it's set to go at. But you know what the deal is with Monday night markdowns, right? I come up here, I do a show every Monday night with you, and we just take all the new, all the spectacular, all the really, really cool pieces that we love, and whatever it was supposed to do, whatever it was supposed to be, wherever it was supposed to go, I take that price down for you. So this is one of the premier shows of the entire week to see, and do not miss, because watch what's going to happen. That's, we all know, a very, very special opportunity to get something like that at $59.99. The fact it's going lower, and by a mile, is going to really impress. Take a look at it. There's the blues and the greens you see there. It's spectacular in the round, the one of its kind, and a carat 68 is over a carat and 2/3 in diamonds. That's not normal. We only have a couple of mountings in our entire inventory that top that. And I know it's a quiet Monday so far, but you know what? This one's going to have the phone lines flooded. And there's one, so first caller gets it. Operators, let me know who it's going to be. It's not even $59, $49, $39, $29. Suddenly we have gone into the world of what happened to the diamonds? Where's the carat 68 accounted for? What about the tourmaline that's one of our larger and that spectacular premium that a round should be? It should be extra. It should be more. It's not. This is that moment. Please, please, oh please, oh please, give us a call right now, because it's not even $29.99. And this is really the most spectacular I've seen us do. I don't know of another round that's coming. This is the one you get if you've been waiting. I was just talking to a customer via email just the last couple of days. She said, I really want one of those Congolese stones. I got to get one. I've seen them. I love them. I admire them. I want one badly. This is where you go. Take that moment and get it now, because there's just not going to be anything else like it. It's not even $2,500 or $24.99 when we're looking at a one-of-a-kind, stays in the white gold is what I would recommend, and actually looks like that needs to actually remain. But we're going to do even better than 24 or 23 or 22. Have I shocked you yet? Because I know I was a little bit stunned at the $59.99. Thought that was pretty impressive as it is, but it's going much, much lower, significantly so. You got to call. 168 in diamonds never goes for this price. So you got to call in now if you want to get it before somebody else does, because somebody is taking this ring. No doubt about it. It's not even $21 or $2,099. This is going under $2,000. I've had, I think, one Congolese stone ever go under $2,000, and it was, about a third of this size. So this is where you got to jump in. Take a look. It's not even going to be $2,000. We're going to make it $19.99. I already have 3 callers on the line. So this is where, again, oh boy, who's going to get it first? We're going to find out. So $19.99, one of the, you got it. All right, just got that one. Congratulations, that's gone. Let's get to our trapiche, which is, well, even more rare. I kind of love that this stone was cut so that the pattern, and I told you, get on the lines early. Jess, you'll let me know who got that. Well done, well done. We have 7, 8 people on the phone lines who missed out. I told you, I knew it would happen. But again, Andy, you don't think there's any more rounds waiting in the, no. Nothing. I was just checking. Yeah, I didn't see one either. All right, so now we talk trapiche, and it's going to be, hey, and a special warm welcome to Sean, who's back with us. You guys might remember Sean. Sean's good to be back. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Really? Educating yourself. Where? Oh, really? State or UC? UC San Diego. That must mean you're doing something, maybe, perhaps, science-y, medically, something like that. No. Really? Okay, that's okay. He's being very coy over there. He's like, business related. Thank you very much. Keep your Trojan tendencies to yourself. All right. I couldn't convince you to go to USC instead of UCSD. Not, yeah, that was it. Because you thought about it, right? There was a little thought about it, right? All right. So everything's going well in San Diego. Are you a Padres fan?
Not a baseball fan.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I'll work on you. All right. Here we go. So this is the only trapiche. Sorry, we have to catch up with Sean. You guys know Sean's back. So if you do get lucky enough to speak to him tonight, welcome him back to the TVON universe. But here we are, which can only be, I can only imagine how this ranks in terms of college and college partying. But hopefully we're right up there with it. This is 112-3826. This is our trapiche warning. Warning, do we need like a siren tonight or some kind of like special graphic, Tony, like some kind of something? Because the values here, if you didn't already see it, what's going on, the first 3 items, well, now we got this one that is going to be a trapeche that should be $49.99, and it's not. Take a look at what we're doing. Carat 26 is the size, and it's also going to be 16 points in the diamonds. But I love that, again, most of these trapeches, if you've seen them prior to our little fun batch here, most of them are completely opaque in the green section. Before the 6-spoke style, usually you can't get a lot of visual differential between the spokes and the green, because the green is usually really dark and really opaque, and so you don't end up seeing through it. This has the glow that makes it so remarkable, and it's still a good size stone. I love that the lapidary chose to kind of shift that nucleus of the 6-spoke style off to one side, which I think just makes it even a little more interesting, and that the spokes are not completely uniform, but then they flare out. So just to really, they're all individual, they're all unique, they're all specialty, and it is not going to be $49.99, which is exactly where it should be. We're going to blow it out right now. And then do call me early if you want to see that nearly 9-carat tennis bracelet, because that one's going to go fly equally as fast as everything else is tonight. But this one's got to go right now. And so instead of paying $5,000, you've got a chance to own one. I would leave it in the yellow gold, but you don't have to. So if you would rather have the white or the rose, please be our guest to do that. But, and I mean, we do it for you. You just say the word and we do it, and we spend the money and we do all that. Take the time and create all of that perfect customization you need. But that's what it looks like from a distance. So see what's happening with the glow. The green segments of that stone are just completely lighting up as if they're your best gem quality emerald out there. And yet this is in a what's supposed to be a more opaque stone. So fascinating gem. And it's $999 just to make that simple and easy, and that's a one of a kind, so that'll go. And this is where we put the markdowns in Markdown Monday. That's what we do. So it's an incredible value, yet again, you're going to see a lot of them. You're going to hear that with everything, because every single piece is going to be that just, oh my goodness, eyebrow raising kind of value that you're not used to seeing even here when we have the highest demands for value. So $999 on this one, and then yeah, if only I had 50 of those beautiful Congolese, we could have stayed on that all night long, right? But we didn't. So Jess, congratulations to your caller. Who was that got that one? I am so excited for them. I cannot wait till they see it in person. And we have the bracelet. Yes, the bracelet I slipped on, so you're going to see that $892 bracelet. I also have a certified yellow diamond that's actually certified as a fancy yellow. So the GIA has done the full workup on an oval stone that's almost 2 carats actually. So if you've ever wanted a 2-carat yellow diamond, but you would also prefer to have a cert with it, we've got it. And then we also have this designer piece. So I want to get to this men's or ladies piece that we have coming up. Trapeches here at $999. And then here we are with the, remember I mentioned the horseshoe design? New, fresh, updated. Listen, I wish we could bring you thousands of designer pieces every single night like this. They're few and far between, but they do go, because the fact is you could be watching our show for 8 years, 9 years straight and never have seen anything like this. And it is truly, and I know it's going to pick up a lot of glare, so wait till I zoom back and I'll move it around, because it's pretty blinding from that satin finish. See, people say that satin finishing or a texture like that doesn't have any shine. Well, this shows you and proves otherwise. It's item number 112-4296. This can be men's or ladies. It's got a very, very, very distinctive watch-inspired kind of link on the sides, which is all mirror finished, meets up with the contrast of the satin finish across this big plaque across the top. And then the diamond weight is done in the horseshoe, pave, some larger into smaller. And then you've got, of course, I've got to keep that facing up. Otherwise, all the luck will drop out and run out of the horseshoe, right? Legend goes that you want to wear it upright so that, again, the luck doesn't run out and doesn't empty out of the horseshoe. But this is going to be 11 points in diamonds. It's in yellow gold only, stays as is. It's heavy, and that's in part because of the depth of the ring, but also check out the finishing with a very important designer insignia that if I flip it around, you'll see. Now, see, why didn't they do that? They did the insignia opposite of the horseshoe. So I'm not going to flip it around, but you would to see the undergallery facing up the right way, because it's a little panther style. Anyway, that's the inside where it's almost got those tiger stripes. I'm a fan. Can we make the undergallery ring? Because I like that. Anyway, this is a one only. You know it's going to go, because there are so many folks that love this kind of style, and yet we never see them. So I would recommend, and again, I wish I could get you the gold weight on it because it's very heavy, but you know that's going to be determined more or less on the ring size you get. Right now it's about a 10, so it's sized more or less for kind of an average size gents ring. And remember, gentlemen, I have gents rings galore compared to normal. I have a black diamond that's coming up, I have the Paraiba coming up, and then we have this one. So, but they're all one of a kind. That's the problem. So just not a lot of options as far far as quantity, but this one's going to go, let me give you a sense of the scale here on the size, because it's a very hefty ring, and again, very weighty. This is not insignificant in the gold weight. Again, it's a larger ring size right now, but a gal could certainly wear this, or maybe you want to move it over to the middle or the index finger. You can do that as well if you'd like to, but this will remain this way. So you get the two textures. See that beautiful mirror finishing, the high polish on the sides, the satin finish, which gives you this great kind of glow and chatoyant effect on the top where your diamonds are set. And we're going to make this really easy. How easy? Well, it's hard to gauge because it's not like anything we've ever had before. But I'm going to tell you right now, I try on hundreds of rings a day, and this one's got some heft, probably heavier than anything else I have, including the bracelet I'm wearing with 9 carats in diamonds. And so this is obviously a weighty piece. And we have nobody on the phone lines yet. And what if I tell you that this is going to be remarkably affordable, despite the fact that it's so much gold, and then this really great platform and insignia that's at the top, and then you've got all of those diamonds, which of course it's not meant to be a lot of diamonds, just what's appropriate for the design, for the motif itself, just to fill in that horseshoe design with the pave. So here's what we're going to do. We've got just this one, stays as is. The only thing we need to know is the ring size, and gals can wear it as well. Absolutely. It kind of gives a signet ring feel because it is so large and because of the shape across the top, but it's not going to be the $39.99 that it should be. Again, I've got full carte blanche to discount absolutely everything on Mondays, and I do not mess around. I really take that opportunity and run with it for you. And this is not going to be $3,000 or $2,000 or even $19.99. So suddenly we're looking at an awful lot of value just on the gold alone. And then that great design again. There's a better look at the angle on that satin finishing design there across the top. And watch as it swings around. You see that great glow it gives. It's not even $19. How about $1,500? How about $14.99? Now we're talking more like it, right? More like take a designer ring, give it a lot of gold weight, leave that all there intact, but also give you that TVON value that we're all so used to and accustomed to. That's what we're here to bring you. And this is not even $14.99. Huge value already, major value coming your way, just the one. Let us know what size you want to wear. Again, ladies could wear it on the index or the middle finger. It is so large, you might want to consider doing that. But this is a just one-of-a-kind piece. We're going to blow it out right now for only, you know what, skip $13.99 too. Let's make it a little more interesting here. Not $13. We're going to make it $1,299 only, and we'll give that 30 seconds as well. And then, Jess, remind me who got that Congolese? Kathy, enjoy it. Where was she calling from today? Enjoy it. We will have it right out to you, Kathy. Enjoy it, and you will. I know you will. And, oh, wonderful. She's in New York. Fabulous. Well, thank you so much, Kathy, and enjoy it. And I would love to hear from you when you do get it, just to hear your reaction, because I so often wish I could be there when you open the pieces, because I can only imagine the excitement that, you know, sometimes these pieces, I mean, truly, they look even better in person than you might even imagine or expect. They really do. So first caller on our horseshoe ring, wouldn't expect that to be here very long, at $12.99. And again, whether it's luck, whether it's that golden horseshoe, whether it's that equestrian style, maybe you like to go to the races, maybe you own horses. I know we've got callers I've talked to that do, and you know, the ranch is just a place you like to be. This is where you get something special. But let's just face it, I think this whole moment of anything Western wear, anything really equestrian style, anything cowboy related is having a moment as well. So even if you fell into none of those categories, there's something really of the moment about this style right now. And I've never seen anything like it. So we're going to show you, we also have the black diamond, which I'll show you here. I'll just flash it. That's my men's black diamond, which if you'd like that one, give me a call. We can always show that to you early. It's going to be really affordable. Have some great affordable. Now I do have another Congolese, so I better get to this one. Now it's not around, but I do have an Asher cut here for you. It's item number 112-4264. And here is the next one. This is a fabulous, fabulous Congolese. And so I probably should have shown this a minute ago, and I know we don't have anything else like the rounds, we've confirmed that. But if you want something that, well, still specialty cut, still the squared off nature of it makes it interesting because it still gives that balanced feel. And then you've got a carat 73 on the Asher cut, so it's a good size and 58 points in diamonds. We're going to make this a little bit more affordable than the last Congo, and I know that we truly, I don't even think we have a full complete count on how many people exactly missed out on that first round that Kathy got, but I'll tell you right now, this one's going to fly very quickly as well because the color is still there. It's that similar color, and the way the Asher cut shows up, it's like instead of that flash and fire, it's more like bright lights. Individually, the blues and the greens that do come through. A little bit of a split shank as it approaches the top portion of the ring. And all we have to do right now is, blow it out. And this one's going to be even more affordable than what I did the last one for, $19.99. So naturally, we have to bring this down. It's a smaller diamond weight. It's some smaller stones. So it's not supposed to be less than $19.99. It's actually got a $2,999 price. But when you have the values I do, one tends to have that domino effect on the others. And so we're going to help you right now with that piece. Enjoy it if you get it. Here's what I would do. You know what? Let's make it even better than $1,500 for you. Even better. One caller takes it. Hope you're on the lines early. Let me actually try it on for you. This is that great mounting that I love. This one stacked with a Wonder Ring, just FYI. It looks great because it actually, all this center portion is elevated. So you can actually get right on next to the ring and set a band or two or straight edge band, Wonder Ring. You can set it right next to it. It's not going to be $15, $14, even $13.99. Take a look at it again up close, and we're going to make it $1,299 and get it all the way marked down for you. So that's a huge opportunity. And yes, thank you. It's gone. Congratulations. That is gone. The Congolese are the hot ticket tonight, but you have to see this aqua. Sierra Santa Maria. We're going to go from an Asher to an emerald cut, and look at this one. The emerald cut that used to be, I know, you know this ring. I know, you're probably thinking, don't tempt me again with that $59.99 ring. Well, I have very good news. What day is it? You know. We're taking the $59.99 Sierra Santa Maria, that's 112-2978. Let's zoom back because you got to see what that's all about. That is a gorgeous, glowing emerald cut, no doubt about it. It's our 462. It has 51 points in diamonds around it. It is outstanding. I wouldn't touch it as far as the gold color. I'd leave it in the white gold. But watch what's going to happen. Do you remember it at $59.99? Because it's one of the bigger stones at 462. I believe there's only 2 stones bigger, and they're both in pendants. So they're really huge, and we're so excited to have this for you. But it's not going to be $59.99. Do we have anybody thinking about it yet? And this is where, again, if you haven't learned from the first 31 minutes, one of a kinds, but why are they going so lickety-split? It's because of the drops in the price. Nothing more I can say. It's just obvious. So this is where, again, you just have to dial in. If you'd like it, it's not $59. It's not even close. This has got a brand new markdown tonight. But I get to mark it down further. And before we go any further, you have to see this on the hand to appreciate the stunning color it delivers. And it makes an impact. You know the emerald cuts are going to light up on those step facets just like that, like a bright blue mirror. But instead, it's beyond that. This is where most of these, even the Sierra Santa Marias, as top quality as they are, with their saturation they're so known for, usually the emerald cut is going to typically allow that to fade a little bit. Sometimes the emerald cut, just the nature of the cutting, appears a little lighter even when you have the strongest saturation to start. That is why this is such a miracle piece, to have that emerald cut, to have that size, and for it to be maintaining that super saturated sky blue color that you're not even paying $59.99 for. We have one, it's going to go. Remember what I've said about the other pieces that we've had that have gone right away? I've said they're gonna go, and they've gone very quickly. And remember, the people that are the ones who get them are the people that are on the phone lines before the price even goes up there. Because if you're waiting around for the price to actually be tumbling down and dropping, it's oftentimes just simply too late. So grab a phone as quickly as you can, maybe just dial in as soon as you see something you love. It is the only way to go, especially when you realize this is gonna be under $2,000. And a 462. We could look at the records. We could look at every single price reduction and drop and sale event we've ever had. We've never had a 462 go under $2,000. And now it's going further. A lot lower than you can ever even imagine. And that's my job and my goal tonight. That's all we're doing. That's what I'm doing. So instead of $19.99, you get a better value. Nobody's got these Sierra Santa Marias except for us. We are out of private collection. We really absconded with private collection pieces and set them up and pricing them cheap, and that's just the way we roll. But it's not going to be $19, $18, or $17.99. I'm telling you, this is probably the biggest discount show I have had in years. And I stand up here and do this all the time, and there are a lot of discounts, but this is truly a remarkable Monday night. Stay with me. You will see for yourself if you haven't already, but we're going to keep it going. Not 17, not $16.99. It's a 462. Diamonds all the way around it, classic halo setting style, and then continuing down the shoulders of the ring. And yet, it's not even going to be $16.99. This is why you dial early. There is a serious value if you are truly just buying the gold and diamond mounting. And I don't need to, really, you guys know that, right? You know that. You know how diamonds are priced these days. You know we only work in those VS diamonds. You know we're in that outstanding category where we don't mess around, we don't skimp, we don't compromise. Well, guess what? It's only going to be $1,599 only to get that ring, and I just wish we had more of everything, but we don't. So it's just, again, those of you that are quick, like Tim's caller just now who already got it, are going to be rewarded. Now, here's another one that's also very interesting. This is my gold quartz with yellow and white diamonds. Let's do something crazy on this one. 112331 is your item number here. This one stays as is in the 2 tones of gold. And then you've got this fabulous larger gold quartz. It's a 2 carat 60, as a matter of fact. And it also has 48 points in yellow diamonds and another 86 points in the white diamonds. So it's time to make sure this one goes. Have you seen the trend? It's happening. Everything's got to go. Everything will go. And this is one of those really high end. The fact we didn't just leave it with white diamonds, that would have been lovely. But we have upgraded you another level by adding all those stones, which, let me remind you, are natural color, because I know they've got that bright neon. They certainly do. That's about as neon as a yellow diamond gets. Any more neon and it's no longer a yellow diamond, right? It'd be a chartreuse green. This is where you get the highest end color of yellow available. They're bright, they're popping, they really are like a highlighter. And yet, natural. Even striped down the sides of the ring. Double halo around the center stone. A gold quartz with 24 karat precious metal running through your quartz gem. And there's a better value than the $49.99 it used to be. So we have so many callers missing out, and I'm sorry, and I apologize. If you're missing out on pieces, I don't know what to tell you. I really wish we had more than one. You know I do. But call early, same thing. Don't even assume you think you know the price. It's just not the best way to go tonight. You have to just call, no matter what you think the price is going to be, you call because you're there and you like it. That's what you do. You call when you see the piece you like. Waiting around is not going to serve anyone tonight. These pieces are going in for good reason, and we're going to take it a lot lower than $49.99. It's another one that's going under $2,000, and it should not. Never, ever, ever should that go under $2,000. It's not even $19.99. It's going lower than that. So again, here we go. Really important value here. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Not 19, not 18. Shall I keep going? We are here to give away jewelry all night long, and boy, are we doing that. And it's not even $18.88 or $17.99. Come on in. $16.99. It just stays as is as far as the gold color. We're going to take care of the sizing as usual. And yet, it is not even $16.99. Let's go and do what we did with the last one. We'll make it $15.99 only. That's it for our gold quartz. You haven't even seen this one on the hand yet. Let's take a look there so you can really gauge the size. This is one of our larger overall gold quartz rings we have, certainly starting with that 260, but as the cabochons can be, looks a lot bigger than a typical 2 carat 60. Think about it. 2 carat 60 stone is usually going to be in actual dimension about half of that size. So what's really exciting about this one is the look you're getting, the yellow and the white diamonds with it, and of course, $15.99 only. So let's see who's got this one. And then it sounds like we have a request here. Wayne, who was your caller looking for this item? Ooh la la, white diamond. Judith, we've got a beautiful white diamond piece for you that is GIA certified. I mentioned we have a couple of GIA certs hanging out tonight. We have a yellow diamond that's a fancy yellow. We do have a really, well, I'm going to show you the white diamond next for Judith. That's what she's waiting on. So $15.99. Don't forget, is our horseshoe ring still here? That's a bit surprising. The horseshoe ring in the 14 karat gold still hanging out if you'd like that one. And then do not forget about this one at $15.99. But let's keep rocking your world here with the values. And now Judith wanted to see 1122806, this specific piece, right, Wayne? So here it is. This is one of the few large white diamonds we have. But also on top of that, it is a white diamond that is GIA certified as well. And that is something that I always ask because people always are asking for advice when it comes to shopping for diamonds. And usually it's when people are getting around to get married, right? And everybody who, listen, if you don't have an education in diamonds, it's a really tough world to understand. There's a lot, and more now than ever before. There's a lot to comprehend. You could go to school for years and years and years to educate yourself on diamonds. So I'm always giving, friends and family the crash course, the basics and, the knowledge you need to basically get familiar enough because you're making a significant purchase that's important. Well, we don't have many because obviously white diamonds have a certain value, when they're obviously popular worldwide, they don't really go down in price, right? There's a regulation to these stones. They're not like, hey, I know a guy who got me a deal, or I've got a connection to a guy who owed me a favor in the business, so he got me a deal on mandarins, or they got me a deal on paraíbas. Diamonds are regulated, so there really are very few deals to be had, and you get what you get, right? You get what you pay for. Well, in this world now, obviously the world and the industry is being infiltrated and really it's a pervasive thing now where we're seeing mostly lab-grown stones. What I think this is more important than ever before. It's the first question I always ask when, you know, folks come to me and they want help in shopping for a diamond is, well, do you want a cert or not? Because a lot of people are okay, and it's totally personal preference, but a lot of people can just be satisfied getting a white diamond and trusting the source, and then others want to know every last detail about their white diamond, which is where you want a GIA cert. GIA, by the way, is the only one that I would concern myself with when it comes to diamond certs. There are other labs that do certificates. Heck, the lab-grown stones have certs sometimes, which is very confusing and muddying the waters. But the idea is this, is that GIA has the strictest standards, because ultimately there is no little machine you can plug a diamond into and it's going to go doo, 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 and output a quality grading and a clarity grading and a color grading. It's still done by human beings who all have subjective amounts of experience. So it comes down to, if you want the real true evaluation of a white diamond, you go to GIA, because their experts are the ones that are known to be the most conservative in their estimations and in their in the way they certify. So I'm going to show you the certificate that's coming up, and then you've got the white diamond, which of course is the 101 cushion cut. And let me come in a little closer, because what we're so admiring about this one is that it's an eye clean SI1. And you can see it here with the cushion cutting. But then it's giving you also 88 points in side diamonds. Now that's what we added. That's the mounting. But let me show you the cert that's coming with it, and so you can see what we can do in diamonds. And a lot of people are just curious. Well, if you've been scouting them for months or years and you're not sure where to go, let's show you what we have. Granted, there aren't many, but we have the cushion modified brilliant that's a 5.2 by 6.1, so it's not too far off from being square. 101 is the carat weight G color, which will show you where that lands on the color scale, but it starts with D and it follows the alphabet. So D, E, F, G. So we'll go and show you the chart. This is an SI1 where they've got all the inclusions actually shown here. They're diagrammed out, front and back of the stone. Here's your color chart. This is where, again, all diamonds that are certified are going to fall into this category, D being the best and the most white, and G being the top of the near colorless range. So really bordering on colorless and near colorless. Then the clarity scale, we're at SI1 here, which again, if you can get a stone that doesn't show any visible inclusions, like here, you don't see any. Look at how close we are. We're giving you a magnified view. There is nothing to be seen. So I always say, if you can find an eye clean SI stone, go there, because nobody can visually tell the difference between a flawless or internally flawless and an eye clean SI. Yet, how much more are you going to pay for that flawless or internally flawless stone? A lot more. So nobody can tell the difference without really getting in there and looking through serious magnification. So that's a benefit. And we're going to take the $16,000 ring and mark it down. It is what we do tonight. It is what we do on Mondays, and it is white gold only in the 14K. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That's an important metric to see, just so you can see the size. And again, big diamond, big mounting. Follows the mounting, or follows the diamond center stone with 2 halos and diamonds down the sides, stays in the white gold, we'll size it for you. So if you are sick of now the pricing that's gone up, 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 and oftentimes out of reach on lab grown, and maybe you were frustrated in the first place looking at natural stones, because decent qualities are very expensive in natural stones anywhere outside of our world, this is your solution. That one big stone we have that gives you the cert, so you know exactly what you're getting. By the way, this makes insuring a breeze. This makes appraisals a breeze. So whether you're doing any of those, which you probably do, that's the first thing you want to do with a serious piece of jewelry is, you know, go ahead and get it appraised if you wish. That'll give you an estimated retail replacement value. Get it put on that insurance policy if you will too, just in case, you know, heaven forbid if something should happen. So that's really important, and this makes all that a breeze too. So the documentation from GIA is important to have, and it's not going to be even $5,999. There's your 10 grand off. We're going to take it even lower than that for you. We only have this one, obviously. It is one of those, I think, where this is nice even if you're not a requester. It's nice for everyone to see what we can do when we get those rare opportunities to bring you big white diamonds. And here it is for less than $59.99. We're actually taking it under $5,000. It's only $49.99 to get that one to one of our collectors here tonight. And that is it. And that is as low as it can go, by the way. There's no additional discounting offered on that one. Well, you know the diamond industry is one of those where diamonds historically go up, 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 and gradually so. And they never really take a step back from that. So this is where if you're getting a deal today, as you own it, as you wear it, as you give it, it's something that's getting more and more valued throughout the years. Thank you. That one sold? Oh yeah, of course. Here's the back. Here's the back and the way this is finished. So really important that I'm so glad they asked for this because this is important too. This is where the basket is going to come down and act as your under gallery. The stone is very clean. We did not want to take that away from the stone. So here's where you've got the inside and the way that's finished. We only have the one and it's $49.99. So whoever's going to take it, congratulations when you do. Obviously, I think we have a lot of people who would probably be likely to look at that from a resale perspective, and knowing where individual diamonds are by themselves and knowing where diamond mountings are, somebody could very well take that just with the idea of saying, I'm going to resell that and make a nice, handsome profit really quickly by flipping that stone. So here it is at $49.99, GIA certified, near colorless. It's the top of the near colorless range, and it is an SI1. But again, it's a very strong, when you see it that perspective, we had some stones that have historically been here that are that size that are in the VS category. We may even have another if you're interested in seeing it, but that is where the price does go up when you get into the VS category. So here we are, and again, doesn't make a visual difference. You're still getting the brilliant cut. It's still showing off that clarity. And again, you don't need to be the requester to take advantage because they may not be taking it. So $49.99, don't let the value pass you by because it's not something we get to bring very often at all. And for a comparison, we have a GIA certified yellow diamond that is 2 carats. Well, it's close. It's a 1 carat 99. That is graded by GIA, not just as a yellow diamond, as a fancy yellow diamond. So if that's of interest, let me know. We've got our last Tahitian pearl strand. I know there's been a lot of people asking for the Tahitian pearls. One of our most beautiful opals. Look at this monster piece here. We've got a really, yep, that's a very important black opal out of Australia. Have that one for you. We do have, you know what, spend a little bit of time this weekend talking about a really unusual tourmaline. Let's get to it. This is our next exotic of color blending and reminds me a little bit of the golden pink we had over the weekend. Here it is though in more of an orangey golden and a little bit of pink, but it's got multiple colors coming together. It's item number 1119256, and this would be our next big thing in blending unusual colors of tourmaline. And when I say blending, Mother Nature did it, not us. There's no way, tourmalines are not enhanced. So this is the kind of thing where you know when you see a tourmaline, all those colors are thanks to Mother Nature, nobody else. And it's our 894, 46 points in diamonds. Now, the one everyone was fighting for over the weekend was also in a great setting. This one's in the yellow gold instead, which I really like with this one because you have that more golden tone to it. So it makes sense to have it in the yellow, but if you want to change it to white or rose, you can. I think either of those colors would look great in the gold as well. But what we have here is an 894 in this gorgeous cutting, very unique. It's got a new reduction in price that, again, I'm not satisfied just leaving it at that reduced price. We're going to take it lower and a lot lower so that if you would like to get the $49.99 original ring and get it for much less, this was supposed to be still $29.99 tonight for our Monday show. See, the crew in the back, they're always knowing that it's Monday night and, you know, going through some of the inventory and taking those prices down. That's where one round of discounting takes place. Takes you from $49 to $29.99, but I'm up here getting it lower than that. And not by an extra, let's take $100 off, not by $500 off, not even $1,000 extra. I'm going further than that. We're gonna sell the 9 carat stone. And for those of you that admired those beautiful mixes of colors like we saw over the weekend, here it is yet again, but in a little bit slightly different type of blend, a little more golden tones to it. Let's show you what it looks like on the hand. It's clean. It's really, really clean. There's no doubt about that. Some of the best clarity we've seen in a tourmaline. And then just to note, it's also a little bit more of a roval cut. Instead of being the classic super elongated oval, it's got a little more roval influence to it. And nobody likes it in $19.99 tone. I thought I'd just give it an extra $1,000 on my own. Take it from $29 to $19.99, but that is not going to do it either. So welcome to Monday. On Monday where we know there's a lot going on. So here's what I'm going to do. It tends to be a little bit more extreme in the markdowns on a night like tonight. And you've seen it. That's why pieces are going. We're going to take it lower than that. Where do you get a 9-carat tourmaline? Where do you get all that diamond weight in gold alone? The mounting needs to be more than that. We all know that. And instead of getting it for $19.99, you don't have to pay that. You're not paying $19 or $18, $17, or even $1,600. I've had a couple of great opportunities tonight that were down to $15.99. This is not going to be one of them. We're going to take it, indeed, lower than that. So whatever you're thinking is a great value that already is up there on your screen, it's going better. And it's going lower, and we want to hear from you right now, because it's not going to be $15.99 at all. It's not even $14.99. The carat weight hasn't changed. The diamonds on the sides have not changed. You're getting any gold you want as well, and sizing done for you, and it is not $14.90. Not what is going on. And now we have to just go ahead and make it even lower, because why not? We got to make sure everything goes. It can't stay here, and it can't live on in the vaults. We've got to move a lot of jewelry tonight. We're doing that so far. And here it is for $1,399 only. That's it. $13.99. That is all you pay for that stone tonight. It's not just goldens. If it was golden, it would read yellow. It's not just a golden. It's got a mix of golden yellows, beautiful soft oranges, and pinks as well. Think of it like your morganites, your padbarachas, your imperial topaz that come out of Oro Preto, but it's in a tourmaline that is also super, super high clarity and beautifully cut to show that off. So $13.99, only one there. And we have the one Tahitian pearl strand. That is it, one left. And I know that most of the big strands of pearls, whether they be the golden or the black pearls, have been in that $10,000 range. Oh, we're making it so much better than that. So much better. So get ready, $13.99 on that one. Let me know if you'd like that. And then we do have, in the worlds of colliding colors, we've also got this zircon that does something similar with pinks and oranges as well. That's a beauty, isn't it? So that's our big pink zircon, but it also just, you know, does a little different combination of colors together. Let's get to our Tahitian pearl strand. This is exciting. I know there's a lot of you that know that if you find the real deal, I'll tell you, more people go with synthetic and simulant pearls than anything else. Really, that's what most people have to, because the price on the real deal of pearl strands of size, and keep in mind most Asian pearls have a lot of size to them because that's how they grow. It's part of what makes them so exotic and so rare, and you can see that from a distance away. That thing shows up. And this is what's so important about it, is it's a huge but graduated style. So you get all the pearls are large. Even the smallest pearls in the back of the necklace are still going to be 11 millimeters. That's the smallest pearl you have in the back of the necklace. But then they go and they graduate even larger so that your centerpiece is actually going to be a 14.5 millimeter. This is our very last one. And I don't know if there's anything else in jewelry that is more often opted to go that simulated route, just the lookalikes, which are usually plastic or faux, or what we call alabaster pearls is an option. That's a very different deal. And you can still pay good money for those faux, the lookalikes, the nothing real about them, where these are those gorgeous, gorgeous Tahitians that are natural. These are rounds. These are not those Baroque pearls or those really unique kind of free-form shapes, because that's more common to get. It's really tough for a mollusk to form a perfectly round pearl that has a flawless, smooth nacre that has a lot of the color and the glow we want. That's difficult. We've compiled, I believe there are 35 individual pearls in this necklace. So that is, think of all the miracle that happened 35 times over. How many pearls had to be sorted through to find 35 stones that could create that perfect graduation that honestly, from a distance, can you even tell they graduate? Can you tell? Can you tell there's any, let me put it against the white background. Can you even tell that there's even one smaller than the other? They look identical from far, far away because it's done to perfection. It's so subtle. So here's where you get the value. Let's show it on the hand first. We're going to start there, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 6. And this is, yep, that's the midpoint. So now when you're up close, you can see that's the 14.5 millimeter. But then they get just a little bit smaller, but it's done in such a great kind of easy way where they're graduating so subtly that they almost all look the same, right? So most of the stones and most of the pearls in the necklace are actually going to be like 13, 13.5, 12, 12.5, and then it's just the very, very few in the back by the clasp here that are going to be 11 millimeters. That's the smallest pearl. So 11 to 14, 35 individual pearls, white gold closure that almost looks like it's covered in diamonds, doesn't it? But it's actually a diamond cutting on that closure. Yes. Thank you. Our orange tourmaline is gone. And this is the strand that is also 17 inches. So it's meant to fit right at the base of the neckline, but a little lower than the collarbone. We'll show you up close. Why not? Let's just show you up close what it's all about, because why not? We want to show you the beauty of these pearls. I'm just going to kind of let them drape here. And we're obviously talking about little individual marks here and there. Nothing that shows up without the magnification of cameras, because, well, what I'm noticing first is the fact they're so aubergine. There's so much purple and beautiful green and blue to each pearl. Greens, blues, purples, that's like that peacock iridescent tone we like to see. But you're also getting that clasp, which I wanted to kind of fit that in so you can see how beautifully that looks and how it's going to be that same spherical shape. And we have one strand, so really cool look. But again, they are tens of thousands of dollars. Do you know people? Are you one of those people that can walk into a jewelry store? Because they're out there. They exist. They're out there. And I say, good for them. People that can walk into a store, hand over a credit card, usually the same color as these pearls, and say, no problem, I'll take the $120,000 necklace. No problem, take it, thanks, bye, and I'll love it. There are people that can. Doesn't mean you should, doesn't mean you want to. That's kind of the going rate here, though. You don't find Tahitian pearls of this quality. And again, I'm going to tell you why you want these little tiny imperfections. Number one, they don't show up when you're wearing it. This is something that's going to be tough to see because innately the pearls have their pearls. They're supposed to be kind of glowing, right? Glowing and kind of beautiful and bright. That's what you're seeing here. So they're glowing in the first place. So that sheen sort of negates the eye to focus on the imperfections. If they didn't have the imperfections, wouldn't you just assume those are the faux ones that everyone's buying for a couple $1,000s elsewhere? You want the natural pearls. So it's like that great divide of you want them great, but you don't want them like too perfect, because then everyone's going to assume they're just faux. They're just plastic. And that's not what you're looking for either, because my goodness, you're getting the real deal. You're one of the collectors who wants the best of the best. That's what this is. So we're going to bring you a look at it from a distance. I'm going to try it on the neckline so you can get another perspective. You saw them from across the room. We want to show you all the different looks. There's only one strand. It's got to go, and it will. And it's no longer $14,999. So you can see how deep and dark. You know, a lot of the Tahitians are more silvery or more gray. You're really looking for the better quality are going to be that. That's what you want to see, where they're deeper, darker, more saturated and richer. That's what you're looking for if you are concerned with quality. So that's where we're going here. And it's not going to be, well, $14,000, no. $49.99, no. We're going to take it even lower than that. We've got about 4 minutes till our top of the hour and a top of the hour special. So make sure you stay with us. Don't think about going anywhere tonight. But this one's not even $49 or $39.99. Think about what you would pay individually for those pearls. I know what a 14 millimeter goes by. 14 and a half, the big one there in the middle. That alone could be $5,000. That alone. We've got $4,000 for 35 pearls. Oh, by the way, there was labor to put them all together, to get that graduation to perfection, to get the clasp, which is a 14-karat diamond cut clasp. You're not paying $39. And I'll tell you, when it comes to iconic jewelry pieces, when you think, if you were to poll women who love jewelry and ask, what's the most iconic piece of jewelry that you can see a gal wearing? It's probably going to be one of two things, either a diamond ring or a Tahitian pearl necklace. It's the higher end way to do pearls. It's not $3,500. Well, at this point, we are asking $100 per pearl, nothing for the gold clasp, nothing for the labor to put it together, and that $3,500 price is not it. You guys know, we've been all shopping for jewelry for a long time. We've been shopping together for a while. You don't get pearls for $100 a pearl. Even a cultured white pearl would be a challenge to do that price tag. Well, here we are with one of the most rare, exotic types of pearl you can ever purchase, and it's not going to be $100 a pearl. Think about what it would take if you collected these over years and years. What would it cost you to put it together on your own by yourself? What is something like that going to cost? It's not $35, it's not $33, it's not $32, it's not $31. This is why you dial in. We have been doing this all for the first hour. The first hour is almost concluded here. We've got 2 hours left. The values keep on rocking, and this one will not stick around. It can't. It will not. It cannot, because people know value. And unfortunately, where you might be shopping elsewhere and they're going, okay, 35 sold, 10 more sold, 45 are gone, 50 gone now, 60 gone. We have one. That's why we can do this value. One caller takes it, one caller gets the markdown of a lifetime, and it's not $31.99. Heck no. We're going to make it even better than that. It's not even $3,000. It's $29.99. That is it. One caller takes it. Who will it be? I even put the class front and center there. Not bad. You can do that if you want to. But for $2,999, I mean, think about where this actually equates to from an individual pearl standpoint. Obviously, I'm going to do the math because I think it's fascinating. When you've got a $29.99 piece, we know how many pearls are in it. There are 35. That means on that each stone we're asking for $85 per stone. That clasp alone is about $500. The workmanship to string that all together, because they're hand double knotted in between every one of them. So that just means if the worst were to happen and let's say like, you know, you're roughhousing with the dog while you're wearing your pearls and the paw gets trapped and the necklace goes flying with a lot of force. Well, guess what? You're not losing all your pearls. They're not going all over in like, you know, kind of slow motion movie fashion. That is sold. They're all, again, double knotted in between every single one of them and it's gone. Congratulations. I do want to pop in this zircon because I showed you a brief look at it and I thought since we are so far back already, let's show you what this one's all about and come back in and take a look at this green, or rather pinky orange combination. So a lot of you liked that tourmaline idea, the way that comboed colors together. This is the pinky golden zircon that has a little bit of pink, a little bit of purple, a little bit of red, a little bit of golden tone. So it almost looks like a Patparash sapphire, but in a zircon. 112-2471. And again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll welcome you when the top of the hour officially gets here. We're almost there. And do not hesitate. We've still got a few items. I know we got a few items left in this first hour when we shouldn't, including the white diamond GIA certified ring with the 1 carat 01 in that outstanding piece. And we got a few others available, so you can feel free to call. We got a lot of great values and affordable tonight. Another great gents ring on the way, and also a top of the hour in our shooting star earrings. But first I want to show this one to you because this is a value. It's our 1645. This is a museum level stone. That is not something that you take lightly. It's not something that we just throw. We don't throw that term out. I think you hear that a little bit too often in our industry sometimes, and we are very serious about legitimately, this is literally a stone that was on reserve for a museum. It is part of the museum collection, and instead, obviously, it could go to your house, and then it's up to you what you do with it. Hopefully, you'll just decide to put it on your hot little hand and wear it and admire it for your very own. But 16 carats 45. A 66-point diamond weight, because those stones, well, there are only 6 of them, so that means 11 points each on those princess cuts that are individually semi-bezel set. That just means they have basically, of the 4 sides of the princess cut, they've got gold bordering 2 of the edges there. So they're really set very securely, but also meant to even look bigger than they already are. Plus you get the white gold or the yellow or the rose gold, you get to decide, but we have one piece and you don't put a price tag on a museum piece ordinarily. We are. What kind of price? A sale price. Not our normal $13,999 price tag either. It's going significantly lower, and welcome to the show. I know a lot of you are probably just tuning in. So here we are looking at something outstanding. And by the way, who got the Tahitian pearls? I want to thank them. Oh, Mary Ellen, thank you so much. Enjoy. Is she going to run for political office with those pearls on, or just go out to dinner, or just wear them to like special events and weddings, or maybe wear them every day? I always think like all the iconic places, I always see big, bold pearl necklaces, and it's always on important, beautiful women, right? So Mary Ellen, you will adore those, and I know they're going to look fantastic on you. But here we are with our stunning pinky, red, orange, golden, and we're going to blow it out. You're not even paying $14,000 or anywhere close. We are here to move it and quickly, and this is how we do it. Super simple, super easy. Watch it fly. It's going to be $3,999. We're saving a cool 10 grand off that price. It should very well be. Don't forget, we have the large tennis bracelet here tonight, which is my one and only. I got the 892. It's the largest diamond bracelet we have. Also have a fancy yellow diamond. It is certified by GIA as a fancy yellow diamond. And we do have a great top of the hour, which is going to be very brief. I'm going to set these up for you because when I came on the air tonight, I mentioned that I, long time ago, developed a really cool designer style of earring. And the industry hadn't really seen much like it at the time. Well, we have that designer style in a way you've never seen it before, and it's very limited to just 6 pairs. I know, that's 5 pairs normal, that's 5 pairs more than I normally have. But the problem is these are going to be really, really cool. And they're really popular. And when I did my all diamond version many moons ago, we needed a couple hundred every single earring. What you're looking at is one of the, and the truth is we're seeing more of this cool hot style now than before even, because this is where we're seeing a big trend towards somebody was laughing at me the other day because I used the term earscape. Well, that's a real term. It's a real thing. And that refers to when people are really creating these unique stories with the way that they stack earrings, because a lot of times, that today a lot of ladies have more than one piercing, right? So traditionally, back in the day, it was always one piercing in the ear, and that was it. Now, all different kinds of gals, all over different demographics and ages and styles, are getting more than one piercing, and oftentimes it's a lot of them. And this is one of those that, whether it's primary piercing or secondary, or third or fourth or fifth or sixth, you can really create a look in how you stack your earrings, right? Everyone's got a different kind of look or forte they're going for. Sometimes we're seeing hoop stacks, sometimes we're seeing studs, sometimes it's a mixture of both. You can really tell a story with the way you're stacking your earrings, although these work beautifully in a primary piercing as well. So if you're looking at it going, I don't get it, there's a chain, so is it a hoop, is it a drop, what is it? Well, it's actually a chain attached to 3 stacked stones, so it's almost like a little mini drop in your rubies and your diamonds, first of all. But then you get the chain attached to the base, and it's still attached to the butterfly backing. So if you think that looks complicated, some of those, what do they call those? The little earring jackets that have the little separate piece that has the holes stacked in it, and you got to figure out where to put it so it looks like it's dropping from the ear. I'll tell you, I have really good eyesight and some patience when it comes to putting on jewelry, and I got to tell you, I can never put those things on. It is challenging because you have to have eyes behind your earlobes. And unless you have an assistant to put on your jewelry, like, Queen of England style, then it can be frustrating. This is not that. This gives you the look like you put on some really complicated, really cool girl earring, but it's all attached so that the chain is attached to the backing. So all you have to do is put it on like you do any other earring you have that is a post and a butterfly. We have 6 pairs. I know that sounds like a ton, doesn't it? They're going to go so quickly. Remember when I had my shooting star designs, it was basically a little diamond star that had the chain that wrapped around it. This is like that, no star design this time. Instead, it's rubies and diamonds, and it's item number 11244471, and it's a stack of diamond, ruby, diamond, which, by the way, we're only a few days away from it being July, which is Ruby Month. So that might be a great gifting idea, because I'm going to make them giftable on the price point as well. It might be great for a July birthday. Check out the calendar. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's a loved one. Would you like to spoil her with some really cool earrings? We're going to get you 54 points in rubies. We're going to get you 11 points in diamonds. And that means all 14 karat gold, yellow gold only. That's how we usually like to see our rubies set. We have nobody on the phone lines yet. I got to tell you what this is going to look like when you see it upright. This is going to explain what is happening. It's really simple. It's really easy. When you have them on, this chain, which has got a little kink in it right now just from being in that bag. So let me just show you here. There they go. So when you have it upright, this is how you're going to wear it. See, the post is right behind the ruby, just like normal. Then you have the diamond top and bottom, and then the chain is going to act almost as like a little, is it like a necklace for your earring? Is it kind of like a bracelet for your earlobe? However you want to look at it, but do you see how it's attached? So when you open it up, the backing comes off, the chain does not. So all you do is put that post through your ear piercing, one pair's gone, and then you attach the backing to it. Tony, let me give you the carat weights again. 54 points in the ruby, 11 points in the diamonds. You're going to take that post, grab onto it like you always would, attach it to the back of the post, and then you're good to go. The chain actually links and hooks around your earlobe. They're really cool. They're really beautiful, and they're going to be affordable, and we already have one pair gone without a price being up there, and it looks like we have 2 pairs gone because Sean's getting a pair as well. Here's the deal. You can get more than one if you'd like. I'm going to pop one on, of course, because if you're still confused as to how this works, I'll show you how it looks so amazing on, and I think you're going to love them. And again, great for gifting as well. So really, really affordable. That's what that means. I'm going to make sure that this earring, despite its high style, its unique factor, and all that, it's still going to be plenty affordable for our callers here tonight, and it's not even $999. Got to get a pair. Please do. Try them. They're one of the coolest things, and yet, for those of you that are going, well, maybe I don't have a lot of piercings, but that's not for me, but I want something that still looks like it's cool and updated. And this can be wearable anywhere on the ear. Let's just see if I even got them on, because I think they hooked onto my other hoop. So let me take my other hoop off. Not going to do $9.99 though. So I promised I would make them affordable. Here we go. And we already have operators, please yell them out so I know exactly how many are going out, because I can't oversell. It's a designer pair of earrings. And Tony, I have no idea if I put it on right or not, because I can't see what I'm doing. So give me just a second. I'll figure that out. And you know what I'm going to do? Make them better than even $9.99. Forget about even $499. I really, 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 truly want to make these affordable for you. I do. I cannot imagine you not loving these earrings, especially when it comes to, well, if you got a lot of earrings, you're not sure where to go next. Go here. Trust me, unless you have my shooting star earrings I designed many years ago, you have nothing like this. Not to mention, there's a lot of people who love those earrings and they haven't returned since because there's so much labor that goes into them. Well, here's your chance to go ahead and stack them up, put them together, wear them together if you want to. Here's what they look like on really, really quickly. I know they're not going to last, and do you see that? So there's that different design. See how that's done with the rubies and the diamonds stacked, and then you go right up, and that chain just coils and wraps around your ear. So it really is, it'll just give you a little dance, a little glitter to that chain, which is all diamond cut. We're going to make them even more affordable than $499. Back to the wheel we go. 6 pairs only, operators. That's it. You will love them, and they work just as well in stacked piercings as well as the primary. And we have another pair gone. I'll tell you what, make them just, you know what, send them out. $399, that's it. $399. I'm going to show you up close again. Wayne, would you like a pair as well? Andy, are you just going to keep track for me, and then I can work on actually doing my job, which is presenting them. And take a look. There it is again. So watch this again. When you drop this down, it's all really easy. And again, you never lose your backing either. It's all attached to the chain, and you get that beautiful look with that dangling element and that really fun style. And trust me, for being dainty, it's still really noticeable. You see how that's done. You really notice it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like a drop earring like you've never had before. And then you get these, you cannot discount the fact that those are beautiful round rubies that are almost, I mean, think about it. They're over a quarter carat a piece on the rubies. Then you've got the diamonds, which are all good size as well. And it's only going to be $399. We'll give them a final 30 seconds. I don't know. They're still here if you want them. And that's a pretty amazing value when you think, and perfect timing too. Here we are, what, the 24th of June? So just a few more days and we will be in the heart of July. And so again, July's birthstone, one of the most precious stones, and you don't need to have a birthday in July to really admire and respect and appreciate this stone for what it is, which is one of the most valuable in the world, and especially out of Burma. So $399, boy, so this is good to know, because I always thought, well, if I show these, we're going to have a lot of requests to bring back those shooting star earrings, and I can't. We literally can't make them anymore because they're so labor intensive to do, and yet here they are ending up in rubies and diamonds. Almost sold out. Last call on those. If you'd like a pair, please make sure you're getting them before they're gone, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of latecomers to the show. And here we go. Coming up next, there happens to be a ruby bypass style as well that's pretty cool, which has a couple of bigger rubies. And then my other big special tonight is this ring. I'm actually going to try it on the hand, Tony, because this looks like, and I'm only making a subtle exaggeration here, but that looks like $1 million ring, if not more, because what you're looking at here is one of the most breathtakingly beautiful. I've had a lot of diamond rings. I've had a lot of jewelry on the ear in the last 22 years. That ring is spectacular. It looks at first glance, watch, I'm just going to show it to you, boom. It looks like you're wearing a gigantic marquise cut diamond, but the illusion of the baguettes and the rounds together give you more snap, more sparkle, more flash than you could ever get from a 35 karat marquise cut diamond or more. This might be like a 40 karat diamond if it was one single stone. We have put it all together with this incredible side detail, and this is our, we just got it back. We had so much demand. I sold this one-of-a-kind ring out, and we had angry shoppers. Well, it was the non-shoppers that were angry, the folks that couldn't shop it, couldn't get in on it. I'm going to be showing this to you in 20 minutes. So set those alarms. I know we have to wait a couple of seconds because a lot of people are watching, you know, championship things and that kind of thing. So let me just give it another 18 minutes or so. And we crowned another champion in a major sport. So, you know, it's one of those times a year where there's always something fun going on TV, right? But this is the ring I want to just warn you is coming up. This is the one that so many of you were disappointed when the last one sold. We asked the designer if we could ever just get it back, and we have it back today. Today, first day back, and I know we need to zoom way back. And again, I'm just giving you that preview of it. We could play a little guessing game. I'll never forget as a kid, whenever we would go do like the weekly grocery store run, around any holiday like Easter or Halloween, there'd be like this big glass jar at the end of the checkout. And the contest was always, guess how many jelly beans are in the jar? And it was that big jar, you know, it's like 3 feet tall, and you'd have to guess, and then you'd put your little entry into the bowl, and then whoever got closest would win a prize or something, right? Well, this is where I feel like we're going to be a little nostalgic here and play that game, but I want you to tell me, what do you think the carat weight would be on a ring like that? You saw it on my hand, you saw how big it is, and now you're seeing it up close, and then you see here, look at the sides, baguettes and rounds. There's where it splits and goes up towards that centerpiece. And then, boom, look at that. What do you think the carat weight? I mean, I know I estimated it about like a 40 carat diamond if it was one individual stone. But now that you can see it's baguettes and rounds together, what do you think? Place your bets. Place those guesses. I don't know how we would do this across a nationwide show with people watching all different varieties of ways, but place your guesses and just we'll go ahead and reveal the answer in about 17 minutes here as far as that carat weight. And then we're going to get you the big value on truly one of the flashiest. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. It's for my diamond gals. You know what I'm talking about? Like not just the, oh, I like diamonds girl. No, this is for the girl who can't get enough, who says, I can't not get enough of not just diamonds, great quality. You don't want to compromise. You don't want to sacrifice. You're only interested in the best. You only want white bright. You only want flashing bright stones. You only want powerful stones. This is for my diamond obsessor, for my diamond divas. This is for the true diamond lovers that just cannot get enough. This ring will actually satisfy, I think, the need for the biggest and best diamond. I mean, truly, this is it. This is it. And yet, you know what? Not all of us are getting 40 karat diamonds. I wish we could. But if that's not in the cards, here is what you do. So we'll have that coming up in a few minutes. Just want to have some fun with that one because I know it's back and it hasn't been here in a while. So we're excited about that. Not to mention top of next hour, which would be the 9 o'clock hour. There it is. Oh, yeah. My all-time favorite tanzanite ring to present. Really, out of thousands I've had. It's back. Yes, so we have 2 returning favorites tonight. This ring and the fabulous round. Oh, the reds. So that's my reason you need to stay with me for the next hour 45. I will make it worth your while. But let's get to something really affordable in the meantime. You know how we had the affordable earrings with the little chain link design? My faves. Jess, do we still have a ruby earring left for me? Because I've been shopping this weekend and now I'm going to continue shopping, I think. I've got to have those ruby earrings. And I betcha I'm going to expect that Mom's going to want one too. So I may have to, and I'm actually going to get to see her for the first time in, I don't know, 8 months. I get to see my mom coming up in a couple of days, which is very exciting. But let's take a look at this. This is really fabulous. So, hi, Mom. Excited. I mean, she gets to see me every day, but I don't get to see her. So here we go. This is a very special blue sapphire piece. And again, what's with all my faves here? This little spiky style that looks so fresh and a little updated and a little edgy to it. We've done some kind of petite, different necklaces of late with sapphires, but mostly the Evil Eye and little basics. This has almost that diamond spike design, and you're still going to get a chain. We've been doing this great thing lately where we're throwing in chains for free. And the chains are not just chains. They're diamonds by the yard style chains. This one included, yes, item number 1124459. And I don't mean included like messy inclusions. I'm talking about the chain is included, as in with my compliments, for free. And here's what we're going to do. We've got a 45-point oval blue sapphire set east to west, the spike of diamonds that essentially continues at the base and right above it. And then the bail is going to be towards that narrow point there. It's an 7-point diamond weight, and we've got white gold only. So this is where it's going to be crucial to dial in early because, again, not many to go around. The other day, I had a very beautiful necklace. It's kind of similar. The Evil Eye style. We had 3 in yellow and, rather we had 5. We had 5 of each. We had 5 in yellow, 5 in white. They were gone so fast. And it was all because a lot of you saw the value in the fact that we were truly giving away chains with diamonds in it. Well, it's happening again, but on a style that gives you a little bit larger length because it's a little more elongated. So you're going to get, instead of the Evil Eye design, which is what we saw this past weekend, you're getting here that little bit of that modern spike design, which is really cool. And you're getting diamonds and sapphire, and it's going to be white gold only though. So that's the only key here. It's got to stay in the white gold. And we're going to do something special with the price tag. And you can still pop in a little larger chain if you wish. There are 2 diamonds bezel set, which I'm going to show you here when it's on the hand. And I just like to get it all situated in between those 2 diamonds just so you can see how it'll center up. And then you'll see that length. And then, of course, here is your chain. Well, are we just throwing in any old chain? Nope. This is about an $800 value on its own because it's got the lobster claw closure and 3 adjustable links. So 16, 17, and 18 inches is your choice of as you put it on each and every day. So that's and very crucial. And that's what I think is so great is that this is a chain. It's really 2-in-1. You can give the pendant as a gift. You could give the chain as a gift or vice versa. You can keep them all for yourself, give them all. It's a 1/2 inch drop in the pendant itself. Stays in the white gold. And you know what I'll do? We're going to show it on the neckline here next. That's the next order of business here, so you can see it on a skin tone there. Just see that size and that look. And then, of course, still now, even in a lower light, you see the clarity of that blue sapphire, the stunning royal blue it has. Everyday wearable, maybe stackable and layerable with your diamonds by the yard, etc. So put it on with any other thing you want. But here's what we're going to do. I'll show it back up close. And it's another one of those examples of great pendant, free chain. Well, either way, either component would cost you more than what I'm asking for today. Again, 2 bezel set diamonds, full adjustability, and here we go. You know what? Nobody's on the lines. What's going on? Well, maybe you didn't see what I did the other day on the similar kind of look. Granted, that was an evil eye style, so that was a little more specific as far as thematically. This one's a little more, I think, universal in style. We're going to make it really, really easy. Just stays in the white gold. If anybody needs a white gold chain, I can promise you this. We sell chains every day. You can call them up, talk to the operators, and they'll quote your prices on chains. But when it comes to the diamonds by the yard style, where you get those bezel set diamonds mixed in, we don't do one for under $500. This whole necklace, the chain, the pendant is all actually under $500. And I'm not stopping at $499 because we need to move a few of these. We have a couple to go around. That's a good thing. So instead, we're going to make it a lot more affordable and not even ask for $499. Come on in. We've only got a couple. And if you want to go ahead and shop a couple together, like maybe you want to get some gifting ideas. Maybe you want to treat some of those best friends, those daughters, those granddaughters, those sisters, those best friends you have that you know love jewelry like you do. This would be a way to really spoil them without having to break the budget to do it. And it's not even $499. We're going to make it easy. It's only $399. You get the pendant, you get the chain, you get all the above. And there's no way to do that otherwise. So here's your option. $399, how many do you want? There's no other choice to make. There's nothing you need to do with the chain. It's adjustable. It's got 3 links built in. It only comes in the white gold. And so the question is, how many would you like? Because when you can get two necklaces, I'm going to stop calling it a chain because it's a necklace, right? It's not a chain. A chain implies it's plain gold and kind of basic. This is a full-on necklace that you could take that pendant off and wear it all on its own. You could take that pendant off and wear it with a different pendant that you need to maybe upgrade the chain on. You can do all of that, thank you. But this is not going to be something that lasts very long. We're going to give it 30 more seconds. I know we got that bottom of the hour coming up in 10 minutes, actually 9 now. So we'll get to that big diamond ring. Take your guess on how many diamonds you think are in that ring because it's very, very, it's impressive and important and all the things. And then we've got the diamond tennis bracelet that's here that's going to go out tonight. That's our $892 bracelet. And so much more. There's just a lot to get to. And of course, that tanzanite top of the hour, that's not too far away either. So would you like one, Tim? Wayne, would you like one? All right, taking one of these necklaces and pendant chain all together, $399. It's amazing. It is lobster claw closure, 3 different lengths of adjustability there, and it's still available. Let's move on. There is a big yellow diamond. Yes, we do. You know what also is here is the rose ring, but it's last call. There's a new reduction on the rose ring. Wait a minute. This has been a tried and true iconic favorite. I bet you if you are a newer shopper, you haven't seen it because it's been a minute since we've had it. Let me show it to you next. We only have a couple left. This is final warning. It looks like it'll be the last time we get to present this and air this at a, well, actually, I was going to say the same price. It's a better price tonight. We're giving you a little incentive. I've got a few of these. I have white, yellow, and rose gold in stock, ready to go, ready to ship out. Got a couple of each color. Usually we don't have any quantity like that. What I've decided to do tonight, because it is part of our Monday Night Markdown show, we are just about 7.5 minutes away from the big diamond ring. So again, that's coming up shortly here. But what I want to do first is this one. This is the rose ring that's also all diamonds. That's going to give you actually a carat 01 in diamonds. We saw that in a single solitaire earlier. Now we're seeing it in perfect pave petals. And it's truly blooming. It is dimensional. It is beautiful. It is stackable to the point where if you already have one of these rings, you actually might want to think about getting another because they actually stack and pair up really beautifully together. They do. They create this bouquet on your finger. It's stunning. Even if you want to mix and match the gold colors, it's highly advised. It's a beautiful look to do. But this is one of our icons. Everybody knows the rose rings that are out there in the high-end designer world. We're talking about highfalutin, major couture level designers. They do styles like this in pave. Oh, be ready to drop $45,000 without even trying. This is where we can get you a good old-fashioned TVON value. This is why you're here looking for a value like this one. Take a look and wait till you see it on because it's got presence, it's importance. It sits up off the hand, of course, but it doesn't sit up too high. And it's one of our favorites. The incentive is this. It's item number 1114525. It's actually got, we've got a final few in white, final few in yellow. I'm really limited on the rose. I only have 2 in rose gold available. But this is the greatest news. Instead of the price that has made it an all-time best-selling favorite, we're going to drop the price tonight to give you an incentive to get it before we remake it and have it at a higher price. Does that make sense? We're going to take it to a new low. We only have operators. I've got literally a handful in white, a handful in yellow, and 2 in rose. Yes. You got it? Okay, so we still have a couple sapphires going out. So necklaces are almost sold out. Do we have anybody thinking about the rose ring? I'm going to try it on if you've never seen it before. I know a lot of you have. A lot of you own it. Great. Think about gifting it. Think about stacking them. I wish I had more than one here in the studio. I would stack them. You can just kind of, I know, you're probably thinking, who would ever stack it? It's big on its own. Yes. But you can kind of jog it to one direction and then pop another one here. I've had as many as up to 4 and 5 on my hand at one time, and it works. So it really is one of those to play with and have some fun with when you wouldn't necessarily expect it by looking at it. Doesn't sit too high up, but every single one of those petals is perfectly covered in pave. The workmanship on this ring is why, well, that and the fact diamonds and gold are going skyrocketing through the stratosphere, is the reason it has to come up in price. So we'll, I'm sure, bring it back. It's a favorite. We got to bring it back. The problem is this. When we do, you're going to be in for a little surprise because the value is not the same. And so what we're going to do is bring you a value tonight that is better than it's ever been so we can send it on out. This is my way of saying, here's where you go ahead and treat yourself tonight. Do it quickly, get it now, because if you're waiting, you're going to end up paying a lot more than you ever would have before. We're going to give you an extra discount from where it's been in the past. That's the incentive right there. White, yellow, rose, we're only selling what we have. So once that, because you get the idea, if we have to make it again from scratch, it has a new metric of pricing. So instead, we're saying, here's what we have available. We know what's here. We know what's going on. And we're only going to sell what is here. That's it. It's only a few. White, yellow, and rose, we only have 2. That's it. And there's a lot of people who have loved the idea of rose ring. I'll get it in rose gold. Rose gold, rose ring makes sense, right? And then you can still mix and match it with your other gold colors if you already have one of these rings. But here's the best part. This is already a value. If it's going to come back out, it looks like it's going to be $29.99 in that respect. Now, obviously, prices could fluctuate. They could go up by even more than that next time we see it. So here's the deal. I'd like for you to just get it tonight. We're giving you that newly reduced price on something that, let me tell you, as we make this today, well, guess what? It's already a loss. At the price tag it's always been, this was developed a long time ago. Different gold prices and different diamond pricing when this was first made. So you got a good value already. We're taking it lower than what you paid before to get it gone, to get it a home, to get you the fabulous value so that you can gift it, stack it, get another, try a different gold color. This is a lot like my Lynx collection where it's so beloved that people come back often and get another gold color. Same ring, they just try it in a different gold color to get it that way. So this is another one of those that you might want to experiment with and do that because it does change the look depending on the gold color. And it's also not going to be $29.99. So here's our value. Big moment here for anybody who'd like it. It is one fabulous value. Operators, you're going to let me know which color you have or how many of each one you need, but it's not going to be even $29.99, $19.99. Do you remember this piece at $12.99, how popular it was? However, is not going to be $19.99 or $12.99. We're going even lower. We have a final few available. When they're gone, they're gone. Nothing I can do about it. This is, well, I'll bring it back, but it'll be a higher price, somewhere around that $3,000 price point. I'd rather see you get it for less. Who wants to spend more to get the same darn thing? If you do it tonight, you're getting the best value of all time. And it's not going to be $12 or $11 or $10.99. It's not even $999 for, excuse me, a carat of one? Pave petals with texture like that. It's not a flat, one-dimensional floral, but at the same time, it's not sitting up way up high where it's this, you know, really big, oversized, looks cheaper. It looks so well done. The way it's made and crafted is just to perfection. It's not even $9.99 tonight. That's the beauty of it. Only a few to go around. When we sell out of this current quantity, it will have to be more in price. Why spend $3,000 when you're under $1,000 tonight? It's not even $9.99. Extra bonus time. Extra, extra, extra. Let's make it all about you. And not even going to be $999 or $950. We're going to take an extra discount to make it $949 only. And this will be final call on the rose ring at any price near here. So it is time to go and get your favorite. And again, beautiful on middle and index fingers as well. It is a larger ring overall. Let's see who's got what. We've already got a white gold on. White gold's very popular. If you saw the yellow and the rose though, they're so very different because even with the pave perfected the way it is, you do see some of the gold backdrop to it. So it looks great in different gold colors. It just looks different. It always looks great because you see our quality of our VS diamonds, but it also will look vastly different when you try the different gold colors that we have and that we offer. So $949, 60 seconds, we got to move. And then I guess that's going to take us to yet another diamond piece. And I hope we're not done with diamonds yet. Which color, Jess? White gold over there too. We have the white gold going very, very quickly here. So white gold has been so far 3 white gold all spoken for. Tim, which one are you getting? All right, so white gold is almost sold out. So this is last call. 45 seconds remaining if you want the biggest discount yet on our famous rose ring over a carat in diamonds, meticulously set up high. So even if you want to stack next to it, look at this. You can put it on and you have a great ring all on its own. But if you want to add another band, add a wonder ring. Do you see what I just did there? The tweezers go right up next to your band because, not because it's too big for me, it's because the ring actually sets up higher. So the petals are elevated. You can slide a wonder ring next to it. You can slide any kind of diamond band you have, any ring at all, you can slide right on next to it. And so if you want to build a bigger foundation, you can. If you want to wear it solo, just like a big solitaire with the rose blooming, you can. If you want to jog them to the side and put one here and one over here, you can. It really makes for a really, it's more versatile than you might imagine. And Wayne, which color are you getting over there real quick? And do you see how one side is different than the other? See how it's not just cookie cutter, because florals themselves are not, most everything in nature is asymmetric, right? As human beings, we're slightly asymmetric, right? Florals and different things in nature, asymmetric, right? Very few flowers are going to look like stamped. And that's why I think that's where a lot of designers go wrong, is they make them look very, very cookie cutter, and that essentially kind of devalues the look. I think they look a little more chintzy when they're very, you know, stamped or kind of very, very just where they look identical on each side. This really is emulating beautiful Mother Nature here, where it's got that little different kind of rounded petal at the top here, a little more pointed petal at the base, and then just really blooming so that not a single aspect of the ring is not covered with diamonds. So it's really beautifully done. It's just a lot of workmanship. This is part of the reason. It's not just the cost of the diamonds and the gold that's causing that price to go up, but it's also just the labor that something like this involves. Tim, what color did you get? Okay, so you got a white gold. Wayne, which color did you get? I thank you. So I don't want to assume. So white gold is almost sold out because, again, that's the one that's the most popular here so far, our leader. Rose gold's also here. I know you're looking at the white gold, so it might be harder to envision the yellow or the rose, but trust me, they are beautiful and something worth getting for $949 for sure. And then we're going to be moving on. We've got the big diamond ring coming up. So, yes, we're going diamonds back to back. Hope you don't mind. We got the biggest diamond ring, biggest look in diamond rings. We do diamond rings with a little higher carat weight, but honestly, nothing has as much look as what we're about to bring you. Okay, Tim, are you going to get the last white gold? Sean, are you going to get the last white gold? Who's going to get the last white gold? I heard a phone ring, so somebody's getting the last one. Rose and yellow still were good. Last call, final 60 seconds, Tony. We've got to give it a final call. And then we're going to show the big diamond ring. Oh, the diamond ring is everything. Wait till you see it. And we got calls in queue, so bear with us if you're waiting to get through. We will hopefully get you through here before your favorite gold color is sold out. Let me know. Sean, are you glad to be back talking to these customers? You're getting all the well, you getting a few weird calls? Unsure. And you know what? It's okay. It's not your job to talk them into it, and it's not really my job either. People know what they like, right? I think the jewelry sells itself. It's just a matter of, I need to give you great values. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to talk you into anything. I always say this, if I have to talk you into it, it's a no. It's a no. If you need to be talked into a piece of jewelry, as a jewelry-loving gal or guy, if you need someone to talk you into it, take my advice, don't buy it, truly. As a woman who has been obsessed with jewelry from as long as I can remember, we know what we like instantaneously. I am not here to talk you into anything. That is quite converse. I am here to just give you the values of a lifetime. That's what I'm here to do, because jewelry, fine jewelry especially, you don't find great values on today or anytime, right? So that's what we're here to do. But if you're, because we just had a caller who called in, they were kind of looking, I think, for Sean to talk him into it. Again, I think if you're on the fence about anything, it's a no. Because those are the pieces, if you have to talk yourself or justify the purchase, don't do it. Did you get white gold? White gold. So guys, it sounds like the white gold may be gone. Honestly, it's about giving you the value so that for those of us that immediately see something and say, yes, I've got to have it and I'll do whatever it takes to get it, because that's my mindset as a shopper, I know instantaneously. It's instant. And those are the pieces I really will never regret shopping for, are the pieces you know immediately that you want. But if you have to talk yourself into it, don't buy it. That's just one of my shopping tips. I have several like shopping rules to live by, and that's one of them. So again, I'm here to bring you the value. This is as big a value as that ring's ever going to be, and it's $949. Okay, so let's get to our diamond ring. We've all kind of thought about our guesses here. Where is it? What's it going to be? What's the total diamond weight? Well, let's get even bigger with diamonds here and talk about the combination of baguettes and rounds together. And zoom back. I hope that's not distracting, because the ring is quite lengthy. So the first thing is we have to zoom back to just look at the whole ring. We have to. But I don't want to take away from the beauty of every single individual diamond from a close-up, because that's really where these diamonds excel. You ever see anyone go closer to diamonds on TV? They usually go back, and then they edit those shots, and then they put them in a light box, and then they toy and tinker with the, like you would edit a photo, right? To make diamonds sparkle when they don't. We don't do that. This is a live show. I don't have a light box shot. I'm not showing you some pre-produced packaged little shot of this ring. This is happening live. So here's what we're going to do. Those diamonds are fantastic. They're the combination of baguettes and rounds, and they're all VS, and it's in the white gold or yellow gold. We'll do either for you. It's item number 1121003. This is a returning, I can't say a favorite necessarily, because we haven't sold 10,000 of them, because we only had one. So the problem was this, and we really do. We are your advocates. We really try with all of our might to satisfy you at every turn. Well, here's the deal. We had a whole series of this designer's rings on our show over the last few months. They'd actually been here years. I just never showed them to you because they weren't a value. They weren't a value that aligned with our value standards. So finally, they're all accumulating in a vault, and the ownership here kept asking me week after week, why aren't you showing those? And I said, well, here's why, because we can't sell, 2 carats in diamonds for $60,000. It's just not how we work, and no one will buy it. So that may be fine for the designer retailers out there where people do that every day. We have a different standard. So I was never showing them because they weren't fitting in with our values that we expect here, you and me. So what we did was we basically held on to them. And finally, the designer gave us such a great deal to start, by the way, that we couldn't give them back. We were too embarrassed. We couldn't give them back and say we're not selling them. And the ownership here saved my you-know-what and said they didn't want to throw me under the bus and say she won't show them. Our value snob host will not show these, right? They didn't want to throw me under the bus. So what we did was we held on to them, and we ended up having to just say, they're gorgeous rings. Let's just sacrifice them. We'll sell them to you for a teeny tiny fraction of what we paid, which was under the designer's cost to get them in the first place. So that's what we did. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, we brought those rings down to our standard of value and suddenly they started flying. This ring, this very design, was here one time and we had, I kid you not, there had to be 100 people who missed out on it. Because the value is so good, because the ring is such a great look. It is about as big as a diamond ring gets here. And we're going to show it to you again, because this is where I do not want you to wait. If you're waiting, do not, because you've seen what's happening tonight. This is solid 18 karat. You get your choice of white or yellow, first of all. Then you get a carat 95 in diamonds, so it's already up there, but that's okay, because hopefully you placed your guesses. Tell me again, as I try it on the hand, does this look like, and I know a carat 95 is a lot of diamonds, but does this look like a carat 95 in diamonds? And I can make any ring look small? Well, let me just do this. I'll put a ruler next to the ring. I don't measure a lot of rings, but look at this. The length of that marquise is 7/8 of an inch from tip to tip, point to point. That's pretty important. We got diamonds in a bracelet too. That's the 8 karat 92 diamond bracelet, tennis bracelet. Here's the 195. So tell me, if you'd like to have this ring, and I apologize, I would have liked to go down the list and call every single one of you guys that missed out on it, but we didn't have a record of that. I would have. I truly have done that before. I always give you a heads up. If I know who you are and what you miss out on, I always reach out to you so that you don't miss out. I spend my whole life doing that and reaching out via phone call and emails and social just to make sure you don't miss out a second time on what you love. Honestly, we did not have an exact list of everybody who missed out, but it's back, it's here. We've got the Tanzanite in 20 minutes, so I want to get this going fast. And remember, it's solid 18 karat gold, and look at this inside. The finishing, how it comes to a point that creates that undergallery in the shape of the overall design. It builds all that gold within it. It's 18 karat solid, which is a major premium when you have a ring that is almost an inch in length, and it's all those baguettes. And for those of you that go, well, look at those nice black diamonds. Well, that's just the glare they pick up, because this is set at an angle where this is where I want you to look at it now. Now what do you see happening? You guys have always asked about where'd you get that mirrored jacket? I have a blazer that is covered in mirrors, and it's mirrored mosaic, and I wore it on my big anniversary show, and it was pink. And y'all wanted to know where I got it. I even sent the jacket. I bought one for a customer and sent it to her so she could wear it on a special occasion, and she's in New York. So, and you know, that's just like, again, you know me in fashion. This is that, but in diamonds. That amazing, oh my gosh, turns every head, look at that ring, you can't stop staring at it kind of ring, because wowza, it's just doing this. That's what baguettes do. And that's not just happening across the top, it's happening on the sides, it's happening on the shank, it's happening everywhere. We have a ring, and I brought it back, and I'm proud to say, let's just get to this $99.99 value. Don't change that channel. There's the ring. There's what I should be getting today. Here's where it starts, exactly 18,000. Boy, I don't think I've ever seen a round number there. And yet it's $99.99, but wait, it is Monday, and I am tasked with marking everything down. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. And I hope you make it a point to be with me every Monday night as a date, because this is where you get the big values. And it's not going to be $99.99. Does anybody of our many, many shoppers, hey, listen, if you haven't seen it before and you're going, I don't even know, I didn't see it the first time, but I sure like it now. You want to be on the phone lines, because with the reputation that precedes this fabulous ring, I don't think you want to be waiting too long to get on the phone lines, because there has been some really true, like we know, tried and true popularity to this design, where I don't think it's going to stick around tonight. Especially when I don't have 50 of them to go around, right? That's what we tried to do. We tried, but come on over and take a look at it again, and we'll show you what we can do instead of 99, 89, 79, 69. It looks like more. If I was wearing this ring on my left ring finger and you said, oh, look, she got a new diamond ring, she upgraded, what would you think that diamond is sized at? If it was, because it does end up looking, with the way it's flashing, it looks like it's one huge stone at first glance. It really does. People will assume that's got to be one huge stone, but then wait, is one big marquise going to do that? No. This is better dispersion, better fire, better brilliance than one marquise, even a 30 or 40 karat, can do. And it's not $6,000, $5,000, $4,000. This is unbelievable. When you consider this is a ton of 18 karat gold, you get diamonds from one side to the other. This ends up looking like big marquise cuts here, but it's also baguettes and rounds on the sides leading up to that centerpiece. It looks fantastic. I love it on a middle finger. Look at this. For anybody who's saying, oh, is it going to be too big for me? Well, you usually have more real estate on the middle and the index, so think about putting it there. It goes anywhere. This is for my true designer, diamond, decadent divas. That's who this is for. And it's not $49. It's not $39.99. We've only got, oh yeah, I've got 2. And the question is, if you want it in the yellow gold, we'll do it. If you want it in white gold, it's ready to go. But it's not even $39.99. I know. I wish I had more of them. They're going to go very quickly. We know that. You want to dial in. This has been the theme all night. Give us a call early. We're not even asking for $3,500. It's 18 karat solid. You get that choice of. We're sizing it for you still. Do not let anybody else size this, please. Even if you say, oh no, it's no problem. Don't spend the time or the money. I'll do it. Please don't have another jeweler touch this ring. You want the experts to size this because this is a complex setting style. When you have baguettes set that way, you do not want another jeweler tampering or toying with the sizing bar in the back because then you could end up with disaster. So please let us size this for you. It's really the reason people ask me all the time, you guys willingly lose money by sizing everybody's jewelry and willingly switch it out in gold color? Yes, we do. Mostly because we are a little bit controlling in our quality that way, and we don't want anybody else tampering with our jewelry and messing it up. You know what I mean? That's a little dangerous. Sometimes you don't want to do a lot of sizing to rings, right? So that's why sometimes we just have to start from scratch. If there has to be a big swing in the size, we will remake it entirely because we want it to be right for you. And this is not going to be 35 or 34 or 33 or 32 or $31.99. You got to call quickly because if you want what I think, we do a saddle ring that's got little tiny individual round brilliance. It's beautiful. We do a couple other big diamond cigar bands and things, but we don't have anything else like this. And hey, this is not even our own. It's a designer piece, which is why it's limited. And it's not $3,099. It's $2,999. We are giving you a better value than even where it was when that day came around where it got reduced under cost, which it is. And then everybody, all those different people missed out on it. We are giving you the better deal tonight. That is why it's back. And then we are only 15 minutes away from the must-have tanzanite. I'm going to say it. I know a lot of you have blue wings. I know a lot of you say you're done. The collection's complete. I don't need any more. But look what I have coming up in about 15 minutes. Do not, what's standing out more here? Is it the diamonds and the mounting, or is it the tanzanite and the reds? I mean, honestly, so much magic to that ring, so much magic to that stone, and I cannot have you miss that piece. It's coming up in 15 minutes exactly. We have a mandarin. We have a wheel. We still have rose rings here. If anybody needs a rose ring, we still have, I think we have one left in white. Is that right? Is that what I heard? Someone switched to white for a yellow, so we're good. So we have 1 white gold rose ring, 2 left in the yellow gold, and 2 left in the rose. Nobody's taking the rose gold yet. So let's keep moving. Who wants our, so 1 is gone, 1 is left. We're in last call on this ring. I'm going to try it on again so you can see it from a distance. That's really important to see the size, how it reflects when you see this ring move. I mean, movement is everything for diamonds. You start with a great quality diamond, yes, but then they love the light. And really to maximize that, you want to see them move within the light, which is what this does so well. Jess, are you taking white or yellow? I can. The ring size currently on that. Let me just go double check it. It says one thing, but I like to double check anyways. So let me ask Mandy to come out and help me. Mandy's just the mandrel. It's a size 9 right now. It is, but it's a very simple, that's actually one of the simpler rings to size. We're talking about the diamond solitaire we had earlier, the 101. Okay, coming up. Okay, let's get to it. By the way, not to overwhelm you with diamonds, because I know you're probably screaming for color right now, but I do have that diamond bracelet that I'm wearing. It's not my own, although I wish it was. And here we go. This is an 892 diamond tennis bracelet here, very sizable. It's the largest one we have. They're all round brilliance and they're all VS stones, and we've got that one for under $10,000. So if anybody's needing a great diamond bracelet, it is our last of its kind. So that unfortunately is also last call on the diamond tennis bracelet all the way around. Let's go back to a little bit of color here before we get to our top of the hour. And I've got a great designer ring with yellow and white diamonds. Check this out. 11245 or 4450 rather is that leaf design that's so pretty. It's yellow and white diamonds together. Isn't that pretty? The way it really feels tropical. Almost feels, I don't know, very resort, very Hawaiian, very, yeah, I feel like I'm on a tropical vacation almost. But this is a really special look. 1124450. That's all it takes. When you're that starved for a tropical vacation, that's all it takes. That is all it takes. But here we are with 1124450. And it is going to be our 90 point in yellow diamonds. Those are natural yellows, of course, and then also 18 points in the white diamonds. But see, what's interesting is the middle open work of that yellow diamond aspect. That's going to have that little carving in the middle, but then there's that distinctive point in the mirror finished white gold. And then the rest of the way, it really is a bypass ring, and it's only one only. Yes, of course, it's just back to our one of the kinds here, but that is again 18 points in the white diamonds. So all together, yep, it's going to be a full, beautiful carat weight and lovely as is in the two-tone gold. Comes back to a basic band in the back, great bypass, easy to wear, great finishing. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Couple ways to wear it. Obviously, one side is smaller than the other, so you can flip it, do what you wish. But really easy, full range of motion, no issue wearing the larger ring across the top. But it's also going to be, well, how about this? Stays as is, $39.99 is the price tag. I'm going to reduce it. We've only got about 10 minutes to our top of the hour and the big tanzanite value of the, I think, of all 5.5 years. I mean, that's a bold statement, but it's true. And this one's going to be gone in a hurry. I'm going to make this one $1,599. And Jess, did you have any other questions about the white diamond ring? And who keeps asking about the white diamond ring? Is that Judith? Okay, cool. Which Judith was asking about the white diamond ring? Uh-huh. Right. I figured. Yeah, I was wondering if it's Judy H. All right. So thank you so much. So it's still available, guys, the white diamond ring. I know a lot of people shy away when it's a request. The requester's not taking it. So, and I didn't think so. So just again, full disclosure, you can still grab that white diamond ring if you'd like to, although it is verifying, it sounds like. And then here comes that yellow and white diamond mix. But how nice to get such a vast majority in the yellow diamonds and then just get a few extra accents in the white diamonds, right? A lot of people just like to see what we can do in diamonds, right? Just kind of, you know, say, hey, take a look at what they can do, right? And it's a great way to show off our value. I agree. So here we go. Last call on this one, $15.99. Here's the other way to wear it. If you want to put what I feel like is more upright, at least to the eye here, is with that larger leaf design at the top and the smaller at the base there. But to get a carat 08 where it's mostly yellows and perfectly pave like this, that's a great look at $15.99. So one more time, back up close, and then we'll get to some other great color that we have for you. Just a great designer feeling in that diamond piece. And then we've had a lot of great Sleeping Beauty of late, in pendants especially. We've got another big one for you. It's a Sleeping Beauty turquoise one of a kind. So back to the one of a kinds here for the next bit of the show. And actually another free chain opportunity with a couple of big diamonds here as well in this chain. Move that aside, bring in the turquoise. It's a big one. This actually has had a ring here before that matches it. And so if you're lucky enough to have that ring or have liked that style, here it is with the pendant version with the chain, of course, included. 1124493 is your item number here. I'll just scoot it back a little bit and we'll zoom in a little on this one. And this one just is a little finicky because that's a big stone. So it takes just the right finesse to balance it on that basket. But it's our 8 carat exactly. Sleeping Beauty turquoise, 12 points in the diamonds, and that's white gold only. Comes with diamonds in the bail. There's one diamond directly above the turquoise centered up. And we only have this one, so let's make it easy because that's what we've been doing on turquoise lately. It's that great. I feel like if there was a time to explore the world of turquoise to start, it's summertime. It's just something about, especially like, oof, showing a little more neckline. Maybe you got a little bit of golden glow of a tan working, and something about this stone. Don't get me wrong, it's year-round, goes with everything, but something about that big turquoise on a neckline during summertime, oof, just a beautiful look. And it's gonna be, yeah, $32.99 is not gonna do it, Tony. So let's just bring it on down. Comes with the chain, has 2 additional diamonds in the chain, full adjustability, lobster claw closure. I feel like this is now the standard we're seeing. We used to just throw in chains. Now we're throwing in deluxe chains that should be $800 on their own with the double diamonds there and your adjustability and closure right there. There's that lobster claw, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length, and it's going to go $32.99. We're dropping it below $2,000 and not leaving it at $19.99 either. So a big value, even the chain itself, all diamond cut, all beautifully brilliant. Here's what it looks like up close one more time. Waiting to see who's got it, but I'll make it $14.99 instead, an extra $500 coming off that price tag originally. So again, anything goes when it comes to markdowns tonight. That's kind of how we're working the Mondays. So it's really important to take advantage of what you can. I will just hold this up since it's not cooperating, and we'll make it $14.99 first caller. And the full adjustable diamond included chain is coming along with it. All right, quick wheel before we get to our top of the hour. I know y'all are waiting on the tan. I should have never shown you the tanzanite. What happens is when we show pieces like that, usually everybody just sits back and says, I'm not buying anything till I see what that's all about, because that's the one I got my eye on. And wisely so, because it's a really good stone, and we have been completely out of our 3-carat stones and altogether out of the round. So I'm going to explain what's happening. I'm so excited about this round. I could not believe that, to tell you the truth, it wasn't supposed to be here tonight. I literally begged. I wasn't necessarily like on my hands and knees groveling, but I begged. Begging did happen to get this here tonight for our Monday, because then I can mark it down. So I really wanted it in the show. So I'm proud to say I won, and it's here. We're excited because I'm not kidding. I was supposed to show you this little tiny Asher cut, and I'm not even kidding you. It was $750 a carat for a little Asher cut. It was only 2 carats, and it had like 10 points in diamonds. I said, nope, give me that big one, because I don't see you guys this weekend, and this was scheduled for the weekend, and so I really insisted upon it. So we're bringing it out. Top of the hour, it's 7 minutes away. Let me know who's got our turquoise. I am going to show you a quick wheel here. Speaking of some really great affordable opportunities, here's our gold quartz. Here's the gold quartz. Interesting how bezel, but look, wait a minute. Diamonds are on the profile of the ring, so that's nice. Then you get a corner rupeing option. This looked like Paraíba. I thought this was a Paraíba when I saw it. And usually I know the difference, but that is so bright. It looks like Paraíba. It's actually more rare. It's corner rupeing. We have a really, really special round. Not the one that's coming up at the top of the hour. It's a little smaller, but does the same thing. So let me zoom back so at least you can see all three lined up. You ready for this? And I might switch them around just because I like to go from smaller to larger. So let's put that there, and then the corner rupeing, and then the tansy with that big gold mounting, and get them all gone, because that's what we're going to do in the last 5 minutes of this hour. Then we only have one short hour left. That's it. So, in an effort to make this quick, and we have a gold quartz. Remember, the diamonds are on the side profile of this ring, so it's kind of a different way to do a halo, a little more updated, a little more modern. You also have a carat 90 in the gold quartz, center round, 24 points in diamonds. That is set in 18 karat gold, so 18K solid right there. Then we have, hello, the corner rupeing is in the middle. That's going to be our 82-point oval corner rupeing with 74 points in diamonds, and then we go to the tanzanite. Now, yes? Oh, good. Thank you. That yellow and white diamond designer ring is gone. This ring is a 1 carat. It's actually a 114. Heads up, the one we have coming up after this is a 3 carat. So this will be more affordable, but gives you a lot of gold, and 52 points in diamond weight around your round tanzanite. So 3 great options, all the same price. We have no gold color change on the gold quartz. That's a designer mounting, actually a designer who shares my same name. And so, well, at least same first name and same last initial. She goes by my name, but it's not the same person. So there are 2. And here we are with our gold quartz, 18 karat gold. That one's got to stay in the yellow gold. The corner rupeing and the tanzanite can be changed. So we've got great options. We've got a rare trio. We're ready to blow them out and make it quick because we only have 4 minutes. So how about under $3,000, not even $29.99. We really got to go. We got very little time till our top of the hour. I know y'all waiting on that 3 carat 01 very patiently, and it's coming right after this. But now we take these down under $1,000 a piece. That is corner roofing in the middle. Somebody's going to grab that in a hurry. That has been one of the most in-demand stones of the last 6 months. We have very few left in our inventory. Nothing up here is $1,000. Nothing up here is $999. I know we're cutting right to it here, but this is how important that value is. It's going to be 60 seconds and they're all gone. No doubt about it. There's nothing I can do to keep these here when they're a price tag like this. But the truth is we're going even lower because that's the kind of deal I do on Mondays. So how about this? An extra $50 off. We're going to make them $949. You don't need to wait for a sale event or a holiday. I'm giving you $50 extra off right here, right now, just to take them before the top of the hour arrives. So that's the way we're going to do this great special. Let me know which one you see on the hand. We can remind you that, yes, we do. We have the gold quartz has got to stay in the yellow gold. That's 18K. The corner roofing and the tanzanite can be switched to yellow or rose. Who was shopping over there? Hi, Marcy. How's she doing? Good. I'm glad to hear it. Hi, Marcy. Thank you so much for shopping. Let's get to it. Final 30 seconds. We got the top of the hour on the way. Yeah, I think that's what we're all waiting for. That's got to be it. We're all standing by saying, show me nothing more for the day. All I need is that tanzanite in my life. I'm feeling the same way as someone who does not have a blue wing block D. 5.5 years, I've been tortured. Been truly tortured by showing you, falling in love, and then it sells. Over and over and over, every show for the last 5.5 years, I've had blue wing block D. There has not been a show that I haven't had one. And I've watched my favorites go out the door. Well, today, it's going to happen again because I don't think they're, now if y'all want to just pack together and say, leave it for her, I'll buy it. But you know what? It's too good. Yes. Sure. For an extra charge, I'll try on the tanzanite. Let's do that here real quick. That's going to be item number. You know what? Charge them $1,500 there, Sean, because that's going to be, I'm just kidding. Okay, $949. He's like, wait a minute, I'm already buying it at $949. Just go ahead and do the value. I know your computer's not going to take it, so just make a little hand order for me, okay? I'm trying to get away with something here tonight in the last few minutes of hour number 2 as we are wrapping it up here, and we don't see you back till Wednesday, so we got to make this last hour count because we have to all take the day off from shopping tomorrow, right? So here we go. That's the tanzanite. It's a 114 individual stone. It's 52 points in diamonds. Nice wide band, kind of like this one coming up. This one's not going to be $949. How much? Oh, we'll get to it. But it's supposed to be $69.99. So, which actually, why is that? Oh, never mind. Why is that so good? They already gave it the markdown. Last time I looked at that ring, it was $99. Okay, so this is good. Stay with me. We're going to bring that round up for the top of the hour. But this is the round, carat 14, the most affordable way to get a round in our collection. We'll bring out the 301 after this. But just let us know if you like that tanzanite in white, yellow, or rose. Now, that is one of the rarest stones in the world. And might I add, it's beautiful. Because a lot of rare stones aren't. They just aren't, and we still love them. We still enjoy them. We still appreciate and respect them because they're rare. But they're not always gem grade, really pretty, like a feast for the eyes. That corner roofing stone looks like Paraíba, but better. You know why? Because it's really clean. Most corner roofing is brown. It's brown. It's brown in color, usually. This is different because this stone looks like a Paraíba, but it's really, really neon, really bright, and it's super clean too. So you get all those extras. Take a look at it. Which one do you want? Let's get some jewelry out of here before we get to our top of the hour. It's on the way. Lots to talk about with our Blue Wing Block D, and it is my ultimate favorite for wearable. I have fallen in love with a lot of the 30 carats and the 20 carats, but for everyday wear, this is the ring. This is the one I recommend. Let's move these aside. Nobody wants those. We're waiting on Tansy. Here we go. This is it. It's the drum roll moment. It is exactly top of the hour. I want to welcome everybody to the show, and I don't know of a warmer, better way to welcome you in than feasting your eyes on this very ring. Even if you've got us on in the background. If you're like my mom and you're watching something else on television or doing something else entirely with your evening and you're watching me somewhere on a phone on mute, this is where you want to crank up the volume, pay attention to these carat weights, and get ready for the value of a lifetime. I'm bringing it. And this is the one, it's got my vote for best everyday. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really, 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 really highfalutin, but it's really wearable because it's going to give you a lot of support in the gold. It's going to give you this beautiful, undeniable red. I mean, look at the red flashes go beyond in this stone. And it's all in item number 112-4696. I had to literally beg to get this in today's show. I don't see you guys this weekend. There's something kind of important going on, so I'm not going to be seeing you this weekend. I know that's rare. I don't miss weekends with you guys over the last 8 years, but I got to tell you, I'm going to be gone this weekend. So just a heads up there, everything will be good. Going to enjoy a wedding. And I got to say that I really had the schedule for the weekend, and then they realized, oh, wait, she's not even here this weekend. And this has been my heart's desire to bring this back if there was any way possible. This stone was impossible to bring back because it was actually hanging out at a museum. So we talk about Museum Reserve. Yeah, this couldn't be here a month ago or 2 months ago because that's where it's been. So it's back, it's here, and don't worry. It got the white glove treatment. It wasn't handled by any patrons or any observers of the museum. It's one of those that is handled as most pieces would, right? Guarded under plate glass, got armed security guards monitoring it 24/7. This is just a beautiful round, and there's something about, I know we're used to at this point, we're used to seeing blue wing block Ds, we're used to seeing this great quality of tanzanite. However, this is very important because there is something special that the round does. The round really brings it to life. It gives it a dazzling, beautiful, bright, almost like diamonds eat your heart out. It's like looking at the best diamond flash and brilliance, but in a stone that is neon blues, purples, and reds together. And it's a round, it's a 301. So this is the stone to own. It's in 14 karat gold. We decided to bring it back in one of the most popular mountings we offer, which is right here. It is a full carat 20 in diamonds. It's spectacular in every way. It is bright, bright reds coming through. It is just glistening, gleaming, and don't forget we added a full under gallery on the inside to make sure it's comfortable and wearable all day long, every day. It is a beauty of a gem. And I just don't think there is a better way to go than the round cut. We've had various cuts, all the classics and then some fancy cuts as well. I don't think there's a better way to go than the rounds. It's solidified, it's amazing. It's one of those that gives you pop without, now not all rounds do this. There have been some rounds that because of the cutting, they get a little bit more pale in their color and don't show as many reds. That is simply not happening here. I'm going to go ahead and make this really special piece available to a caller. And you know what else I'm just noticing? These are, first of all, burnished diamonds, so everything is set into the band itself, which is a slightly subtle dome, doesn't lift up too high off the hand. Various sized diamonds, but all big, all around brilliance. There are only 4 prongs in the entire ring, and that's just to set that center stone. It is magnificent blue wing block D, and we are in final days of it anyways. So the hope of getting more, the hope of seeing another, those hopes are just that. They're hopes, they're wishes, they're dreams. It's not going to be the reality. So here's how we want to bring this. And again, I just moved it up to today, begged to get it in our Monday. You know why? Not just because I'm not physically here on Saturday and Sunday to show it to you over the weekend, mostly because it's Monday night markdowns. So we don't have to ask for that's why the $99.99 piece that's been that way before, that's sold before, it went all the way tumbling down to $69.99 today. And that's it, 30 seconds. But with every item I've brought you today, from 7 o'clock on, we're 2 hours and 5 minutes in. Every single item I have brought you today, it hasn't been good enough to just leave it at the set Monday night markdown price. I have done an additional markdown on every one of the pieces you've seen. Every single one. We're going to stop the clock. I'm not asking $69.99. I'm no fool. I'm not going to get that tonight. It's a night where we got people watching sports, we got college, baseball champions, we got hockey champions. This is not going to be the busiest Monday in the world. So I'm working with a limited audience, but that doesn't matter because you're here and that's all that does matter. And you're going to have to spend less than $69.99 to get this incredible piece, which has a history to it. It has a prominence and importance to it that no other stone can boast. And it's got magnificent, it just draws you in. You would swear there are magnets in this stone because of the way you can't stop staring at it, whether it's your very own ring that you wear every day that you look at hundreds of times, or whether it's just, you'll notice perfect strangers are just always staring at your hand. They're always staring at your ring, asking you, coming up to you, can I see that closer? Can you tell me more about that? That is the kind of magic and magnetism that blue wing block Ds have, because tanzanite's a beautiful stone in any quality, don't get me wrong, but there is something so outstanding and so specialty about blue wing block Ds that are only here And here's what we're going to do. $69.99? No. Let's get you a better value. I'm putting it on the auction block because that is the price. You saw it on the bag. That's what I'm supposed to get. I'm not going to get that tonight. So we're going to take it a lot lower than $69.99. We're going to make this downright easy and downright affordable. And all you have to do is pick up the phone and dial. Start dialing, because I'm not going to have this waiting around. And you know we're not going to start at $6,000 if we're going to get a lot of people in tonight. And that's the goal. Let's get a lot of people in. That's what I'm doing. And if we have to spend the rest of the night on this very ring, I don't know if many people would mind that, because that's a looker right there. Not a problem. I don't mind looking at that, staring at that, thinking about, just fantasizing that could be on your hand in the next few days. Look at this on my hand. What do you think? Side profile? Nobody's on the lines yet. We got 2 people talking about other pieces from the show. They're talking about pieces from earlier. Nobody yet. Let's change that. Let's see if I can make the impossible possible. Do you think I can? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to find out. 5,000? 4,000? Well, if I go $39.99, which this is not going to be because it's an auction, and that's a weird place to start an auction, but I'm going to tell you something. At $39.99, we're under cost. I'm not leaving it there. I'm not going 35. I just can't. I just cannot. I cannot expect you guys, after hopefully seeing some of the last 5.5 years, knowing where these go. Obviously, we have a specialty stone here. We have an upgrade. What is that doing? It's so magnificent. The beauty of the stone is everything. There are, honestly, jewelry is meant to make us happy and give us a smile every day, and make even days that aren't necessarily, maybe there's no special occasion on a day, but this is what makes every day extraordinary when you wear jewelry like this, when this is part of your look and your accessories. And this is what's so, and again, end of the day, more valuable. Obviously something that's going to be carried through the family collection for generations to come. I mean, think about that. It's only here. Nobody else is going to have this. So before you go spend $3,000 a carat on wholesale prices on tanzanite that's Block C, that's light, get it here, get it for less, and don't pay $3,500 either. We're going to start this auction. And if it's the last thing I do tonight, hey, it may be. We only have 50 minutes left, not a lot of time. We're going to get this on home. It's got to go. So instead of $35, instead of $34, instead of $3,000, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make it even better than $3,000. That is already, when you've got this much gold, and I know it's easy to just look at the stone and think nothing about the gold and the diamond weight and the workmanship that goes into it, but we have to look at this mounting differently, because this mounting is so extraordinary. This mounting requires so much more work. It has about 5 times the work of any other standard ring. The diamond weight's extraordinary to carat 20. There's obviously more gold here because it's a dome style and it's really wide. There's nothing little or narrow about this band. It doesn't really narrow in the back to nothing. This is an important style all around. It's not going to be even 3,000? Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not what I had in mind. Okay, $10 increments, Tony. That I'm going to commit to. We need to really encourage bidding here on every level. It's not going to be $3,000 to start. I know 29 is interesting, but here's the thing. We like nice round numbers on these auctions. 29's an extra savings, 28's great, 27's getting silly. I'm just going to go down, drop it to $2,500. 25, let's go. We got 60 seconds to get that started. 60 seconds, let's get to it. And white gold, yellow gold, or rose, I'm changing the gold if you want us to, no problem there. No charge there either. There's no charge for that. And this is not your typical standard. We had a big decision to make. When you set out to decide how to set this stone, and you got tens of thousands of mountings to choose from, and most of the time we see a double halo, a single halo, a bridge of some kind. This had to be a stone that was perched in more, better gold weight, better diamond weight. Really, though, universal. We wanted to have the most appeal as possible. We didn't want it to just appeal to a select 2 or 3 viewers. We wanted this to have that universal appeal. I've had callers who own this ring write me handwritten notes raving about how comfortable it is. I mean, this is really one of those that even if you're not sure, try this ring. You're still going to have a money back guarantee as usual. Okay, so no open yet? Verifying. Are we verifying 25? Wayne, you're on something else, I assume? Tim, no, yes, wait a minute. Sean, stop looking at him. Yep, yeah, I want you to answer a phone. I need you to answer a phone. This is what, oh, you've got somebody on the line? What do you want to do? You want to bid on this one? Tony, here's the deal. I have a dilemma. I've got a couple people over here thinking about it. I'm going to make, I just know there are also probably people at home going, should I, shouldn't I? I'm on the fence. I'm vacillating. I don't know what to do. Come on in. I'm going to start. It's Monday night. It's Monday night. We set up, this is our weekly date when I make it very, very clear to y'all, this is the day we mark everything down. You saw the $99.99 price that went down for Monday night on this occasion to be $69.99 to go out the door. Now we're at $25 and I'm trying to get a bid. So let me make this even easier. And if you haven't dialed at this point, you'll want to start dialing. I could never do this in any other way but the auction. That's why it's on the auction block. We're going to look for your bid. If you've never participated in an auction, you never watched the show before, and you're like, I like that ring, and it seems awfully low for a ring like that. I've never seen Tanzanite look so good. That's exactly it. All you have to do is pick up your phone and dial that phone number. And even if you've never shopped here before, you've never registered here before, this is the number to dial, and you could very well in a couple of minutes walk away with this ring being your very own. From the museum, from TVON, well, from the mine, the best source, the best individual vein that's ever been mined out of Tanzania, only one source, to our collection, to a museum, and now back to you. That's how this is working. That's quite a great trail there, and you can get it, but not even $2,500. Should we go even lower to start this? I need bidders. I need bidders. I already begged once today to get this ring in the show, and now I'm up here begging on live TV. Begging to get bidders, get a lot of them. Let's see what happens. Not even $2,500 to start. And what do we have? Anybody thinking about it? 25, 24, 23? Say it is not so. This should not be happening when we don't even have them left. I mean, my goodness, we can't get more. Our art collection is depleted. You can't get more. This is it. 23, 22. Oh, goodness, why am I doing this? I should have probably saved it for the weekend, right? I know, and just had to say if someone else can show it. 22? 21? Oh, gosh, this is bad. This is bad news. I mean, I was losing, you saw me, I was losing money back at $4,000. I was losing money. True story. I'm going backwards on the ring if we get a $4,000 open. Well, nobody's going to give me 4 now. I'm looking for 21. All right. Let's make this really interesting. I'll do it. $2,000. $2,000. And I got the lowest increment I can think of there. So $10, $2,000 for the open. You can change the gold. You're getting your size. And I'm just going to be sitting here waiting. I'm going to be standing here waiting. This one, I'm actually leaning. I'm so a little bit shocked and stunned right now. I'm leaning. Hey, Wayne, what's going on? I know, isn't the silence nice? It just calms me. I get tired of hearing myself. So, 2,000, do we have it? Jess, are you on this one? Yes, I'll try it on again. First, let me show you the under gallery. First, that is truly one of the prettiest. I don't know, it just always makes me feel like singing Jingle Bells or something because I feel like it's a poinsettia at the holidays. I don't know, I love the inside. It's floral, I don't know why it always takes me like a poinsettia or poinsettia. I don't know, I hear it both ways. I'm a West Coaster, I say poinsettia. But that is a very pretty, very involved undergallery. It's got a lot of gold. Then glides onto the hand, looks like this, doesn't sit up too high, but of course, it's not just some like hollowed out piece. It's got a great stature to it. Keep in mind, it's 2 sizes too big for me. So it's going to kind of float around. I'm just kind of anchoring it there. But you get your true size and it sits even closer to the hand properly. So it's not going to move or wobble or be top heavy or go side to side. We're sizing it for you. It's just they happen to size things about 2 or 3 sizes too big than what I wear. And that's okay too. So again, $2,000, do we have it? Looks like we're verifying the open. We've got somebody new register, it sounds like, that's trying to get in or maybe verify or maybe be our first bidder. We'll find out. But we are looking for 2. And what in the world has happened to my auction? My Tanzanites, my audience. Yeah. Maybe tonight wasn't the night to bring this out. But here it is. There's no going back now. Can't put the genie back in this blue wing bottle. It's out here and it's going. So do we have 2,000? We've got it, right? So we've got the open. That's good news. Hey, that's great news. I'll take it. Can you imagine if we didn't get the open? My goodness, we were verifying at 3,000. Then we were verifying at 25. And then I just kept on going thinking, well, that's going to get a lot of people in, and joke's on me. So far, we have a bidder at $2,000. We might be verifying back here. Let's see what we got. You know what? I'm going to give it 2 minutes. I was toying with the idea of leaving this up here for the duration of our Monday night. That's another 42 minutes. So that might be a long time to look at that ring, but you got to understand the dilemma here. Where we are versus what it cost to put it together. Where we are in the auction, where you're deciding the bid, you're deciding the price, versus where we should be 2 times over. $99.99 ring brought down for Monday night to $69.99, and now I'm another $5,000 off that price? It's the last time you saved $5,000 on anything. This is where you're saving $5,000 off. This should be Monday night price. So the question is this: does anybody else want to get a challenge here? Give a challenge. I'm making it sound like it's challenging. It's a phone call. It's a phone call and a $10 increase. And that could potentially put you in the winner's spot here. So this is it. It's going to be last call. We've got this stunning 3 carat. And it's our big value too. I mean, now this is looking like one of the bigger values we've ever had. This is not an easy mounting. Oh, and by the way, I should mention this because true story, and I know that I have several gals that I can name by name, but I won't, just because why call them out? But they purchased this ring as a semi-mount. I have many customers who have purchased this mounting when it first debuted. That was about 3 years ago. When this mounting, without anything in the middle, there was no tanzanite in it, it was just the diamond and gold mounting. They had purchased it because they fell in love, and they already had loose stones they'd bought from me from years and years ago. And so they bought the mounting, and the mounting cost $3,000. It was $29.99 to sell customers here 3 years ago, just the mounting by itself, without anything in the middle. Now we're $1,000 less than the mounting, which the mounting would be more today because gold and diamonds have gone up in the last 3 years. And now we're $1,000 less than the mounting price from 3 years ago, but it has a 301 tanzanite. So this is the value. It is not a value, it is the value. So we're going to give it 2 minutes, which means you have 2 minutes to get in, 2 minutes to make the phone call, 2 minutes until we sell it. Let's take a last look at it, and it will be done. It will be over, it will be gone, it will be sold, and it will be still standing as one of the greatest rings, but also at the greatest value, and you can't beat when those two collide together. So here's our final look at the inside under gallery, the way it's made, the way it's built. It is absolutely stunning. Yes. Okay. So we are looking for more here, and look at that. I don't know what it looks like at your screen at home, because I know one thing, they're going to look better in person, but everybody has different settings on their monitors, their televisions, their computer screens, their tablets, their phones, however you may watch us. It's like 2024. There's a million ways to watch us, and it's not just on TV. I had somebody run into me the other day. They're like, oh, I love watching your show online. How do you sell anything though online? I'm like, oh, we're a TV show too. Believe it or not, we're on TV. Oh, really? We're on TV too? Yeah. TV all over the country, yeah. But you know, it's one of those things where today's day and age, you can find us in various ways. We got people who only watch online who discovered us that way because they're not on direct or dish or what have you. So this is where the door is open. Wayne, are you out on this one? Out. Not thinking about it, not verifying. My goodness, out and done. Done. 50 seconds remaining if anybody else wants to come in and give this one a shot. This is the time to do it. 40 seconds remain. Yes, here it is from the inside one more time. Changing it if you don't love white gold, no problem. We'll do it in yellow, we'll do it in rose gold, but this is really one of those that when it's $1,000 less for the whole ring than the mounting without any stone in the middle goes for 3 years ago, it's a big value. Major value. So we have 20 seconds remaining. Last chance, last call. This is it. That's quite a ring. I think it wins the prize for what is still bold, but still wearable too. It's really wearable, right? It's not, I mean, granted, it's not a small ring. There's nothing little tiny petite about it, but look at it. Really even with the dome style, as we call it, it doesn't stick up like whoop over the hand an inch up, you know, standing above. It's really just wearable. It's beautiful, and look at the flash. You get the reds, you get the blues, you get the violets, you get the navies, you get the indigos, you get the neons, yet it's still delivering a brilliance as if it's a diamond. Yes, did you have a question, Sean? It's called a gram weight, and I don't have it because it depends on what ring size you get. This one's different because this one's an 8. It's going to be a different gram weight if you get a 5. It's going to be a different gram weight if you get a 14. It's going to be a different gram weight every time. So that's why we offer the free sizing, but it means we can't give you a gram weight because we're not just saying, here it is, take it as is, and fend for yourself. We're offering to really do those customizations for you, which is, I think, a big advantage, especially when gold right now costs about $300 to go up or down per size. I would say skip that and let us do it for you for free. How about 2,000 going once? Do we have 2010, 2020, 2030? Am I asking too much? All right, final call. That's it. All done. You got it. Sold. Congratulations. We move along. Don't forget, we have a diamond tennis bracelet that's pretty spectacular. I've had a lot of good diamond pieces tonight. I'm going to take this off my wrist. I have been happily and proudly wearing this all night long. But here it is up close because you want to see those diamonds. Why is my wheel a mess? Here it is. This is the diamond bracelet. And is it ever something? It's only the largest one we have. I'm going to wrap it around a bit so that it's just, the goal is to try and show you what this is all about at the right angle here so we can see it, because obviously one thing is the size. But I want to make sure you understand how clean and bright, because I know we're used to seeing great accent stones that are VS and white bright, like 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 10-pointers. But that's not what you have here. This is a bracelet that has, oh my goodness, a brand new markdown. I did not know this. It's 112-1158, and then I get to discount it even further. Yes. So this is a $27,999 bracelet, and I zoomed back. I'm going to zoom in to show you a close-up because this is not only an 892 total weight, almost 9 carats, biggest one we do, 4.2 millimeters on each of those diamonds. Each stone is 30 points. That's almost a third of a carat. We saw essentially the same diamonds in a band ring over the weekend. Incredible value. The band ring had 5 of them. This is like getting 6 of those band rings. Interestingly enough, Tony, I'm doing the math right now. So this is a true story. We did a 1.5 carat diamond band over the weekend. It was extremely popular. It was a 5-stone style. They were 30 points each. Well, guess what? If you've got all those stones here, right? And I didn't count all the stones, but let's see, 892, 30, I'm going to count the stones. I think, do you have the count on the stones here? Because I'm wondering, my calculation tells me that this should be tens of thousands of dollars, not necessarily 28,000. I'm going to discount that. But look, you've got essentially 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. I'm showing 29. It is. Look, she can count. Oh my goodness. And you thought blondes weren't smart. But this is where 29 stones. So I'm correct in saying this. If you divide 29, because I'm just thinking in terms of what we did this weekend, which was epic. And that would be essentially 6 of those rings, right? That'd be like buying 6 of those diamond bands that I had over the weekend. Well, those bands were $19.99 a piece. So that's easy math. That's like 12 grand. So this bracelet has more gold because obviously it's got a basket setting for each and every one of those diamonds and they're big. So this would be, by my calculation, if we use the great value over the weekend, are you following me on this? Because I know it's kind of, it's abstract if you weren't with me. But I had the 5-stone band with the exact same size diamonds all the way through it. And there were 5 stones per ring. So this is like having almost 6 rings. So 6 times 2,000, which is what the band costs, that's 12. This should be $12,000, and it's not. So I know it's a little more. That's because it has 29 individual 30-point stones. It's obviously more than the band ring. The band ring had 5 stones. This has 29 stones. However, the difference here is that it should be more. And if it's a great, great value, it should be $12,000 if we're just essentially kind of transposing one value with another. Let's show you on the wrist, because this is what I think is so important. It's the size. It's how does it look. And I do want to make sure that I get the link because they haven't listed it. Yes. Hi. What's he shopping for tonight? A what? Sure. Hi, Ignacio. Hey, do you know what? Tim, I was thinking of him earlier, true story, because I had a gents black diamond ring, and I have a gents Paraíba ring, and what did I have earlier? The horseshoe ring. I don't know if he saw all those or if he saw the horseshoe. So I just wanted, I'm going to grab a ruler here really quickly because I have to get you the exact, I just want to make sure it's 7 because you never know. It is, okay, 7 inches, good. So we've established it is 7 inches. Let me prop it up to your eyes so you can see those diamonds straight on. It's got that insert closure, which you see half of here in the back. And I just really want it to sit evenly so you can see it in all its glory. And then we're going to give you the value. You're not paying $12,000. Not tonight. Love that about this value. Love this about this bracelet. And look at that. Tough as nails, by the way. Because diamonds are the hardest natural substance on earth. So you got that. You can wear it. Enjoy it every single day. You don't need to save this for a special occasion. I get it's large. So this is from my larger diamond gals, obviously, which is kind of the theme of the night. But if you'd like to own it, it's not $12,000 and it's not $10,000 and it's not $99.99. And this is seriously the best value I've ever had on a diamond bracelet anywhere near this size. And this is our largest currently in stock. And it's not going to be even $9,000, nor is it $89.99 either. And it's going even lower. So this is your moment right here, right now. The fact is, exquisite value, it's already happening. Where else do you buy the big diamonds individually for $1,000 a carat? We're at commercial grade diamond pricing here is where we're at. That's what you would pay. The commercial grade diamonds are usually the diamonds that you have to buy to cut other diamonds, because only a diamond will cut a diamond. Going back to that durability we were talking about, diamonds cut diamonds. That's how tough they are. That's how hard they are, is you need a diamond to cut another diamond. So that's what you have to keep in mind. Commercial grade diamonds, $1,000 a carat. Diamond tennis bracelets with VS diamonds at 9 carats should not be. But it's better. It's better. We only have the one. Stays in the white gold. It is 7 inches in length, and it's not even $89.99. This is going to go. I remember when we had the 930, and it was just wait list after wait list after wait list. I'm going to blow this out right now. It's only $8,888. We're going crazy 8s. What's crazy? The 8s are us. I don't know. I think we're crazier than the 8s there. That's really good. Yes. Oh, good. One of our rose gold floral rose rings.
I also had you register Jeff in Texas.
Jeff in Texas. Wonderful. Where in Texas? I love it. Hey, Jeff. Welcome to our show. And what's he shopping for tonight? Nice choice. Really good choice. All right. Hi, Jeff in Texas. Welcome to our show. Glad you're with us. Hey, Ignacio. Yes, it is. I thought you. See, I lost my mind, Ignacio, because I thought you already had it. I thought you already got that. All right. Coming up, 8888. Okay. So next up, shall I even show you the fancy yellow? Because we do have a fancy yellow that's certified as fancy yellow, and it's 2 carats. So we do have that. We have a great wheel. Do have a big ruby. So I do have a gents black diamond I've mentioned. I haven't really shown it. So let me give it a full presentation very quickly because it's very, very, very affordable. And let's show it to you now. It's item number 1121411. So white diamonds in the bracelet still hanging out. Here's the black diamond gents ring, which has, I know that black diamonds are tricky because they are opaque stones, right? But they have what is, again, kind of a luster to them. So they almost have like a metallic kind of finish to it. You know what? I just don't know if I love the stone. I'm going to scrap it. I don't love the stone. It needs polishing or something. I know they're tricky, but I'm going to scrap that. Let's go to this one, the Ruby Bypass. This is a brand new design, so do not buy the black diamond ring. That is my advice there. Oh, look at this, though. we got a little link going on. A curb link in a ring. What a concept. Okay, it's a little different than mine. Mine's that kind of, you know, bigger, kind of rounded curb link. This is a little bit more like what you traditionally see in a curb link chain. Very special. New ring here tonight. Look at that. Bypass styling, yes. 2 gigantic rubies, yes. Both out of Burma. Item number is 1124457. Don't hesitate to call on that bracelet because there is only one on that diamond tennis bracelet. Do not want you to miss out on that value. Here we go with the rubies. Mogok Burma, 204 total. So I told you they were over a carat each. They're a little over a carat each. You figure they're a carat 02 if they're exactly the same. You've got 204 in the rubies, 7 points in the diamond. That's just going to be the 2 on either end before the chain link begins. Bypass style doesn't exactly meet up. This is not soldered together in the middle, which don't worry, we're going to size it for you. It stays in the yellow gold, so it's got to stay as is. But for those of you that love the curb, and I know we usually see it traditionally in chains, necklaces, bracelets. Well, how fresh is this to translate that to a ring and a bypass ring nonetheless, and then give you 2 great rubies when we are so close to July? It's happening. Oh, by the way, it's also not even going to be at the $29.99. It's slated to go out as. This is important. Andy, whenever you get a chance, because I know Jess is busy, here we go with the $29.99 deal coming back down. This is what we're doing. We only have now 27 minutes to play with, though, on this Monday night markdown edition. So I really want to encourage you to make requests if you have them. Just let me know what you'd like to see or see recapped, because we have quite a few pieces from earlier in the show that are still hanging out, including the horseshoe, which I'm going to show you. Men's or ladies horseshoe ring, platinum ruby piece as well. Diamond bracelet, you know, is here. Let's go ahead and blow this out, though. This is not going to be $29.99. Much better value coming your way. Let's do something crazy right now and make it super simple. Thank you. Here's what we've got. Under $2,000 and not $19.99 either. This is going to go. And I mean fast, but I know you're anxious to see it on because we've never seen a design quite like this. Certainly we know that there's been a curve link style that's been popular in many iterations, but this is a little different from that. And it's all about this wraparound design in the way now you can see those 2 rubies have some power to them, right? Not to mention really good, bright, clean stones. They've got that glow that we don't usually see in rubies. Most of the time they're opaque. Let's get it lower than 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. All the way on down. $1,499. 2 matched rubies in big sizes together. That's too good. It's got the 2s going wild here. It's just too good with too much value. And that's what we do for the next now 25 minutes left. Really crucial. Oh, got to show the horseshoe ring. I mentioned it. It was way back in the early part of the show. And I was a little astounded that it even made it through one presentation. So we're going to show that again because it was new tonight. Also have the big diamond ring, I think is still here, the one with the carat 95. I think our 1 carat 01 GIA certified cushion cut diamond, also a lot of you are thinking about it. We've been taking questions about that all night long. That's still here. But there's the ruby bypass ring. Let's get to the horseshoe design. This is just so fresh. And historically, it's been rare. But when we've had horseshoe jewelry, tends to be a very popular theme in jewelry for gentlemen and ladies, and this is our only one like it of its kind. 112-4296 is your item number here, and keep calling on the Burma bypass ring. We'll help you with that. And then we have a mandarin still to come and much, much more, and hopefully your requests, if you'll get those to us here, because we are running very, very light on time on this Monday night. And again, we don't see you guys tomorrow. Tuesday's the only day of the week we do not have a show, so you kind of have to get through that TVON withdrawal of Tuesdays, so we want to make it worth your while here tonight before we have to wait till Wednesday. So here we are with the horseshoe ring with the solid satin finished rectangular plaque centerpiece. The more Panther Link inspired, it looks like a big bracelet or a big watch from a very fancy French designer on the sides in mirror finished gold, and that is in the yellow gold only and with 11 points in diamonds. This is about the gold weight. It is heavy, it is finished on the inside, stays in the yellow gold, looks fantastic. There's a good look at that Panther Link style that's on the sides. Then of course your satin finishing has a way where it really glows and lights up. You think that it's a mirror at first, doesn't it look like that? And then it's actually textured where you see there from the side. The horseshoe is actually slightly elevated with that pave within it. Within that, the diamonds are different sizes. They start a little smaller at the corners and then they come down a little larger through the base. It's known as a good luck symbol. We know that, but it's also for all of our equestrians out there. And we're going to help you right now. First caller gets it. I still can't get over this price. Did I really do this? The $39.99 should be ring with all that heavy gold weight. It's just one. There's only one. I'm sizing it for you. Right now it's a size 10. It'd be sized down beautifully for a gal's hand, whatever you want to do. Pinky ring, all the way to the index finger, does not matter. I'm going to try it on so you can see the size. It feels good. This has got some weight to it. It's 1,900. You know what? I went lower than that, didn't I? I went to $12.99. I still can't believe it. $12.99 for that ring with that sizable gold weight, with satin and mirror finishing, two great textures in one that really allows it to show off. That's a good ring. And who's going to take it? That is the key. Look how amazing that is from all the angles. Mirror finishing smooth. Panther links, but then it actually tapers down the sides a bit. They get really, really wide at the very top. Then you've got that great finishing right up there, up top, which actually I think sets off the diamonds beautifully. It's $12.99. Someone's going to get it. We're going to find out who it is. Let's move on. We got a really special yellow diamond that's certified by GIA. It's a yellow. Do you want this one, Wayne? Sean, who wants it? Just say sold. It's first caller. You got it. Congratulations. That's gone. I want to recap this ruby. Actually, this was the start of the show. So 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 9 seconds ago, we showed this platinum piece with a 79-point Burma ruby oval, clean as can be, totally transparent, big diamonds, including 2 big pear shapes, the rest are rounds. And that is down under $1,000 for a ruby and platinum. And is it ever a great feel when you get platinum like that? Great setting, wider band. Do you have a question, Tim? Anything you need to see again? All right, because we're getting down to the wire, guys. We have 21 minutes in the show, and our horseshoe ring is gone. This one's next to go. It's $9.49 to get that incredible ruby to one of you. So that's a really good value. And just again, in one only, and we're still going to size it. Do not be intimidated by the fact that it's about a 4.5 now. Does not matter. We can size it still. Yes, even in platinum, we size those platinum pieces so that they arrive ready to wear. But that's what it looks like from a distance, and still, even when it's on the hand, still getting that gorgeous glow of that stone thanks to the transparency it has. So that's our last call on the ruby and platinum. So we've seen a couple of great rubies, but how about that? You can get the individual stone, or we have the bypass style. Bypass style gives you 2 1-carat stones. This is the individual stone at just under a carat. And of course, the pricing difference is $550. And you're getting the lesser price in the platinum piece with that single stone. So a really good look there. Want to remind you, we still have that big diamond ring. I'll show it to you. I still have the corner roofing, which I think is worth seeing up close, maybe talking about it with graphics so you can really appreciate the size of the corner roofing. And then it's our very last call on anything else you want to see. I just have to say, there are some ruby, we got some ruby earrings too. They're on the pricier side. So let's see if we can do some other great discounts on some of our favorites. What about this? We have a really important, there's a green zircon discount. If any of this sounds good, let me know. We've got some imperial topaz waiting in the wings. A large kunzite is here. A mandarin garnet that's in a bangle bracelet. Wow, you don't see that every day. And a Sierra Santa Maria pear shape. Boy, there's a lot of great pieces. So anything that sounds good, let us know so we can share it with you, and then we will carry on. Lots to show, but again, not a lot of time. And we even have a chameleon diamond that is beautiful. Well, what could make a chameleon diamond better? How about adding a couple of fancy colored diamonds next to it? You've already got a color changing diamond in the middle. Let me just show this for like a glance. Yes. Susan from where? Yeah, that is, right? You got it. Hi there. Wonderful. That was Susan. And was she shopping? Oh, wait, was she getting the horseshoe ring? Oh, my goodness. That's a cool ring. Thank you so much, Susan. Well, we'll have it right out to Wisconsin for you. Thank you so much. And let's take a look at this. So, yeah. Oh, Patricia from where? Do you remember? Thanks, Patricia. Was she shopping as well tonight? Oh, good. Hi, Patricia. Thanks. From where? LA. Like LA the state or LA the city? LA the city. Really? Oh, I love it. I love it. A neighbor. Hi, Patricia. Thank you so much. LA City. That's where we are. Okay, so now we talk chameleon with fancy golden orange diamonds beside it. Yes, please. Cert on the center. Item number 1118084 is the item number here. That green stone is still a green diamond, but it's a green diamond and it's a chameleon diamond. What does that mean? Fascinating how they did this. This could be the most clever, well thought out diamond ring we've ever had, because the beauty of it is that this is ingenious, really. 1118084. The 50-point center stone is appearing as a green diamond, but the beauty of chameleons are that they change based on temperature. So as this green diamond heats up, it has the rare ability to change color and be a different color of diamond. Ironically, the orange diamonds we set beside it are replicating what color the green changes to. So if it were heated, like let's say, warm summer day, it's hot all across the country, it seems like. I could not find a temperature under 95 degrees this past weekend anywhere. And I just, looking around the country, temperatures, right? It's hot. It's summertime. It's going to be hot for the rest of time until probably out here till November. And it's one of those things where if you were to imagine a heat, like, how they say, we know that we don't leave our kids and our pets in the car, or anything valuable for that matter. Don't leave it in the car on a hot summer day because, you know it's going to melt down, right? This is where if you got that extreme temperature, that's what you actually need to watch and witness this diamond change color. So when it does, if it's getting to that kind of heat level, that center stone is going to turn to a golden orangey hue, much like what's beside it. Now, to be clear, it's the center stone that's the chameleon right there, not the side stones. The side stones are orange diamonds. So we've got a 50-point center, 36 points on the side total. So you figure those are 18 points apiece. And then we have the cert that goes with the chameleon in the center. Tells you everything you need to know down to the clarity grading about your chameleon. Set in the yellow gold only. Here's the cert grading report, cushion modified brilliant. It's basically a 4.1, 4.2 square. It's a fancy deep brown, green, yellow. And then there's your SI2 clarity. Again, not as crucial because you're not going to see any inclusions with the naked eye. Here's your proportion on the side of the stone. There's the comment section about what chameleon means, what it does, and what makes it truly phenomenal. And then here's your clarity front and back of your diamond, and of course the standard color chart and the standard clarity chart that you can refer back to. This ring is a value. It's under $20,000, which is a bit amazing when you consider that we didn't add white diamonds, which would have been much more economical. We added really important orange diamonds, and they're good sizes. And it's not something we see a lot of. We don't see orange diamonds individually very often. Here's your chance to get it, to own it, to just enjoy it. It's finished on the inside as well, which looks incredible. I'll show you that. And it's not even going to be, well, it's not even $10,000. So here's what we do. That's how it's finished. So it's almost like that mini dome. It's not going to sit up high. It's kind of like the tanzanite we had earlier, where it doesn't go overwhelmingly high up off the hand, but really just gives you a nice platform of gold. Here's where it looks. Really good. So you see the even spacing of the three stones across the hand, one side to the other. It's not 99, 89, 79, 69. We stay true to the markdowns, even to our most exotic stones, even to the very last minutes of the show, and we're there. So here's what you're going to do. Not even 69, 59. You get the full cert with it. That automatically comes with your chameleons that you shop for here. Never buy a chameleon without a cert. That's my recommendation and my advice. You're not going to find many of them elsewhere. But if you do, and if someone says they've got one, make sure you have the certificate from GIA to validate that and to assure you of what you're getting. But also that word fancy is on the cert. That's an important diamond. It's about as fancy as they come. And it's not going to be $5,000. It's not even $49.99. We got you a value. And we are hooking you up with that value right now. It's $48.88 to get not one, not two, but three very important natural colors. People ask me all the time, well, what is it that they do to treat a diamond to make it a chameleon? Well, there's absolutely no treatment to it. Even the experts, the greatest gemologists in the world, don't even know exactly how to explain how or why this happens. It's a pretty cool stone. You've got a stone that's a real collector's piece, and we love having it here. So it's one of our more affordable ones to get, but really amped up in the way it's set. and it's only going to be $48.88. So I really felt the need to show that to you before we run out of time, because I think it is one of our stronger values of the entire show, and there have been many. So that's a good one. Don't forget about our rubies. It's not a ruby night. All of our rubies are here. Still have the diamond solitaire that was requested. Still have the tanzanite, the big tennis bracelet, just to name a few of the ideas. And our trapeche is still here, I believe. So let's take a look at that. That was also here much earlier in the show. You might have been watching baseball or hockey or something like that. So let's take a look at this trapeche. This is going to be the most affordable I have in the inventory of trapeche emerald, one of the other rare stones of the world. We bring you so many of them on a daily basis, don't we? This is going to be item number 11283826, and it's the trapeche oval with the really distinctive glowing sections in between that nucleus and that six-spoke style you see there. It also is 16 points and diamonds on the sides, almost like a twisted design to the way that semi-mount is set. You can see where the gold wraps around the diamonds, then twists a little bit, but still has that wider band. Yellow gold is one option. You have white and rose as choices. So you get to choose exactly how you want it, and it's only $999 to get a trapeche emerald tonight via that ring. So that's a huge moment, and one that I really love. And then we're going to wrap this up with a little discount wheel. I have these museum one-of-a-kinds I want to bring out and show you real quick before we go, because it'd be easier to just put them all up at the same time and just discount away. So that's what we're going to do next. We've got tanzanite, opal, and a huge tourmaline coming up. And my tanzanite is actually going to be our rare unheated, untreated stone coming up. So we've seen the blue wings go. We're going to see an unheated peacock tone tanzanite next. Who's got our trapeche? Let me try it on the hand real quick. That's going to be what it looks like on the hand right there. You can still see overwhelming. There's just like a almost like sheet of light that rolls through that stone material. It's really beautiful, isn't it? So $9.99 makes it yours if you can be first. Tim, are you taking this one or can Jess get it? All right, so it looks like it's still open for that first caller. Yes, the bypass is here. Let us know if you want to see the ruby bypass again for $14.99. A trapeche for $9.99. I used to sell a lot of loose stones, and there would not be a carat 26 trapeche for $9.99 back in those days. This one's set in gold with diamonds. Pretty important style there. Okay, let's get to our blowout wheel. Pieces you have not seen tonight. There may be pieces you've never seen on this show before. Let's start with the big rock star. Whoa, rubellite. It's rubellite time. Look at this. That's where the wheel begins. We're going to add two more to this fantastic trio. Call us last minutes on the show here. We're down to 10. Here comes what I always think is one of the coolest freeform stones. I especially think that if you happen to have like a letter D in your name, first or last, I think you need that because it kind of looks like that to me. So that would be fun. Like, have you ever had a monogram in a piece of jewelry? Of course. But have you ever had a monogram in a stone? Probably not. And then we have a tanzanite. That is not blue wing block D. But before you think it's any lesser grade, it's not. It's actually rare because it's all natural, unheated, untreated. And it's a purple, pink, green, blue, unheated. So here's where we sit. Three great rings. Two of them are a little bit leaners here. I love that this looks like a signet ring in the middle, but with that gigantic pink rubellite. It's called pink tourmaline here on the bag. It's a rubellite. That is a rubellite if you've ever seen one. Absolutely a rubellite. Very specific color, great clarity, gorgeous round cutting, all of that happening. It's going to go, they're all one of a kinds. Now this one I know almost feels like an arrow design, that's why it's leaning. It's going to sit straight across the hand when it's on. This has got a big platform of actually two tones of metal. It's actually going to be 18 karat two-tone because you've got the yellow most of the way, a little bit of white gold where the diamonds are rimming the edge there. And then we also have the opal, freeform, blue greens, Australian, that's a 2 karat 64. That's also 18 karat gold. So we got 18 karat gold here. We've got 18 karat gold here. And you know what? The freeform opal's a 264 with 12 points and diamonds on the sides. Let's make them all one price and they're going to go. We got to move lots of jewelry before we go. We have 9 minutes to do it. Yes, go ahead, Sean. Which one do you like? Okay, let me know. Backed up calls, one of a kinds. I promise you they will all go. Yes. You better believe, I knew they'd be asking about that rubellite because they've got the good radar going, right? They know what's happening. There's the rubellite, like a shield of gold. 18K, item number 1123058. That tourmaline is 343 on the center. Diamonds right up top here, 50 points. It is two-tone 18K. That's going to go so quickly. And then we also have the unheated tanzanite and the fabulous opal, and they're not going to be even, well, guys, they started between $59.99 and $79.99. There wasn't a ring up there for under $6,000, except guess what? Well, technically they were $1. One was $1 less, but the other two were more money. I'll leave you to guess which was which because they're all pricey high-end stones. And it doesn't matter which one you like. You're saving a bundle on each. Take all three if you want. Take 2 of 3 because I can promise you all 3 will go. You just don't want to be the second caller because guess what? They're all one-onlys. They stay as they are except for the tanzanite. I can change the gold color here. I can't on the other 2. Stays, stays. Tell me which one you love. They're not even going to be $59, $49, $39, $29, $19, $99. That's not your price. Guaranteed all 3 would go if we just sit right there. Let that $19.99 marinate. They will go. It's not even going to be, and you can say sold operators whenever you want. You're still going to get the best price possible. It's not 19. Which one? Do you want the rubellite? I'm going to try it on again. Okay, so they missed it the first time. Let's try it on again. Watch this. Here comes the rubellite. Just say sold. Don't let someone swipe in and get it before you do. I know they've been waiting on the line for a minute. This is that outstanding rubellite, heavy gold weight, lots of 18K. They're not even 19, 18, 17. We have literally 7 minutes. So these prices have got to keep on dropping just to make sure they all go. I got to move jewelry before we do. So let's do 17. You know what? Which one you like? You got it. Here comes the unheated tanzanite, which is a 374, which has a diamond mounting of 16 points, which can be changed in the gold color to the yellow or the rose, but they're not even 17, not $16.99. We're going even lower. Just say sold. We got 2 people verifying on the rubellite's already gone. Sean's got the rubellite. Wayne's verifying on the tansy. That's all natural. That got no treatment, no heating whatsoever. They're not even $16.99. Let's go even lower. $1,599, and this one is already spoken for. So now you have 2 other choices. Who got it, Sean? I love it. Way to go. Way to be quick on those phone lines. Never be shy around these parts. It'll cause you heartache. Now we've got the unheated tanzanite verifying. That's a one only as well. And that's going to be, of course, the one you can change the gold color. The opal that is bezel set, that is freeform and nearly 4 carats. Or rather, nearly 3 carats. It's 264 on the opal. It's 374 on the tanzanite. Those 2 are available, whichever one you like, $15.99. Let's give them 60 seconds. We got to go. Very little time left in the broadcast. What can we show you before we sign off for the evening? And until Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Pacific time, which is when we hope to all rendezvous together back to shop again. Don't leave that unheated. Unheated tanzanite in a really stunning trillion cut. This opal that looks so fabulous with the blues and the greens, that's out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. We're talking about top quality opal in the world there. There's not a better source for opal. And you've got a stone that's a 2 carat 64, but it's going to look about 5. Going to look 5 carats, it's going to weigh 264. It's got that really distinctive, unique shape. It's all bezel set, so it's well protected in that gold. You have diamonds on the sides, $15.99. Okay, we have our last final few minutes. I'm going to show the corner rupine, which is a one-of-a-kind. Got to get this one gone. Too rare of a stone to stay here, especially when it's under $1,000, and we have as many requests for it as we do. Take a look at this. This is the corner rupine oval stone. Had it as part of a wheel earlier tonight. You might have missed it. It's item number 1119892, and it's looking good. Some of the best and brightest when it comes to a minty green neon material. Think Paraíba, but brighter. Think rarer as well. It's an 82-point stone. It comes out of Tanzania. Most of the stones are either colorless or they're brown. Not always an attractive stone, but we still laud it and praise it and praise it rather because it's rare. This is that bright, super gem quality green. And it's got a fully finished under gallery, great signature mounting. That's 74 points in diamonds around it. That one is only $999. and $49, and only one, and we can still change the gold color for you there. So that's not a problem. $949 gets you that fabulous piece, and then we're going to move right along. Anything else you need to see, let me know. We'll pop in the big diamond ring for a look. Don't forget our chameleon with the 2 other fancy diamonds are still here. Yes. Hi, Rayanne in California. Where is she in California? Remind me. Is she up north of us? I love it. Thank you for shopping. Great rubellite. That's what she got, right? She got that. That sounds good, Rayanne's rubellite. I'm just liking the sound of that. And where is she? Oh, not too far. Oh, gosh. So Rayanne's rubellite in the Ray? Okay, kind of. It sort of works. She's not far. Okay. Thank you, Rayanne, so much. Enjoy that stone. All right, let's show the diamond ring one more time. I don't know what's going on with the corner ruby, and that's still here. Let's take a look at this. There's only one left, first of all. There were 2, and there was 1 left now. And so we're going to show this carat 95 diamond designer piece. Looks for the world like you're wearing a gigantic diamond marquise cut. Baguettes and rounds are what create it. It's a natural VS diamond ring where you're talking about some of our best, compiled by a designer that's not us. A designer that's able to go get $200,000 on a ring without even trying. That's some of their more affordable jewelry. This has a carat 95. These are some of the most instantly recognizable designs in the universe. We're talking about exceedingly high-end quality here that matches our own, and we're thrilled to bring it to you at a value because this was one of those that we begged to bring back because we wanted to offer it to the many people. It was about 50 people who missed out the last time we had this ring. Begged the designer, got 2 more. 1 sold earlier when we presented it. 1 is left only tonight. It's 18 karat gold. You see what those baguettes do. We have 2 minutes left in the show, and this is how we'll end and wrap up. Yellow gold is fine if you'd like us to change it up, but honestly, with those white diamonds, the way they're set, the way they look, the quality they have, I would leave it in the white gold. Just tell us what size you need, and we're going to give that one huge value where it did start at $99.99. And that's because it looks like this. When you see it on the hand, you'll realize this is one of the most striking and stunning pieces we do. It looks incredible. It is incredible. Some pieces just have a lot of flash, and maybe it's just kind of smoke and mirrors, and when you really look closely, it's not all that exciting. This is just living up to the hype, and you know what? It's only $2,999 to get it. That's a lot of ring for under $3,000 when you know diamonds, and I know we ask you to kind of look beside just the diamond weight. This is about the look that it creates. You're using all important diamonds, you're using very big stones that are fancy cuts in the case of the baguettes, and you're aligning them and setting them in a way that creates this incredible overall look from side to side. It truly is. It is truly for the diamond lovers. If you just cannot get enough, you love high quality diamonds, you can never get enough of them. It's where you love to wear your jewelry the most often. They obviously give you durability. They obviously give you that versatility of go with everything, wear every day if you want to. But that is truly one of the most remarkable designs and truly looks like $1 million and wouldn't be far off if you were shopping retail. So huge opportunity there at $29.99. We're back up close for our last 30 seconds. If you have any questions on anything you've seen in the last 3 hours, please do not hesitate to call us at that phone number below, and we will help you out. We are here with our phone lines open for the next few minutes after we go off the air, so we can help you. Remember, we do not have a broadcast on Tuesday nights or Tuesday day, so we see you back here on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you can join me for that, for a big, rousing Wednesday full of great new jewelry. So for now, from all of us at TVON, we thank you for watching. We thank you for shopping. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night, great Tuesday, and we'll see you Wednesday at 7.